Play some D&D. We are live. What happened last time?
A lot of crazy shit.
We had a great time investigating Far's hometown, where everyone's disappeared because.
Oh fuck!
Can I pronounce it? That's another question. It is
curveball.
Mir. I have it spelled. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Say it. Try it. Shoot for it. Shoot for it.
The most
Come on.
judgmental face on Drew right
Mir
now.
Tar. I think that's vaguely what I remember it being like, but I don't remember if that's right.
He nodded. Yeah. He said, "Yeah."
All right, close enough. So we investigated there with Ralia to try to put together what's everyone's gone, where everyone's gone, and we quickly went to go check in on the hag's old place that Far knew in the woods because we couldn't quite get together much from the ghost town.
What's her name?
Fuck.
This is why I'm asking.
Saf.
It's been a while. Nope, close. Seraph, like in Black Ops 3. Seraph. Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Is it spelled the same way, or is it spelled with like an F?
I have it's S-A-I-F is what I remember.
Yeah, I
have in my notes.
It's written down in the sword field.
No,
notes,
he shook his head. Nope, that's not how it's spelled. So I did it phonetically in my notes, so I could say it correctly. I'd have lots of tricks like that. Okay. So no, don't take the spelling.
S-A-R-I-F, according to what my notes say, and I asked him how to spell it. So.
Yep. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not even close on mine. That's delightful. There's not even an R in the way I just said it. What the fudge? All right, moving on.
So we went to go. R just missing there.
Yeah, we went to go check in on her old place, and it's kind of dead and like concerning. The grove is it looks dilapidated and bad and like kind of unfortunate.
All right.
We found that there's probably some secret message hidden in her old house, and you can bring it back to life with some spells. But we did not have a lot of time to check while I was alive. So Far set out to casting plant growth, which takes 8 hours. So the rest of the group decided to spend the time as one would, exploring the area, finding an orb that promised us infinite knowledge if we gave it shit, and no one wanted to bite.
Your echo makes the difference.
Abel did hit the orb, and then shit happened to him.
Yeah, Abel had a bad day when he hit the orb. Killian let the echo touch the orb, and then Killian disappeared for 3 hours. That's weird. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And he came back, and everything was fine, except the shadow person that followed. It tried to kill all of us, but we killed it.
Shadow person?
I'm using a neutral term because I don't know what it is.
He knows better than say monster. He's listened to enough of Campaign 2 from you fucks to know not to call something a monster without knowing it yet.
So we dealt with that and then decided to spend some more time taking a break. Wasn't very restful because the Grove sucks. Not a fun place to be. And then Bobbit showed up and we bargained with him for a bit.
Cool.
Lucius is eternally bound to never be within 100 feet of him anymore. That sucks.
That's true.
That does suck.
Fuck. We some people got some fun magic stuff. We tried to bargain for some claws and no one got anything. He tried to take our hero actions and no one gave it to him. We eventually just got some stuff and he went on his way. And then some flumps showed up and terrified Lucius for about 20 minutes.
And they
honestly, they didn't terrorize me as much as Abel.
Yeah, and tried to steal Abel's shit, who is
so frustrating.
Abel is not dexterous enough to keep his stuff from being stolen by a bunch of flumps.
Oh my god.
Tell me how you really
I literally...
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Mahua stepped in and saved his ass, saved his stuff.
Reed was literally like, if you keep failing, they're just gonna leave.
Yeah, they're gonna leave with it. They're gonna leave with it. And they almost did. They were like, there were 2 checks off of leaving.
They're kleptomaniacs. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then we now have 2 hours left until Far finishes his spell, and we're just still kind of chilling. Avalyn is still taking her nap because she's not around for now.
Well,
she's just a real tired girl. She had a long day. Yep. She died against Harkin. She's having a long day. Okay.
Yep. So Avalyn's still gonna be passed out for now. She'll rejoin us on another occasion. So she'll be running NPC mode. But yes, this is where we are. We are returning now to this way and down. Thank you. Returning back to the woods. The Flumps have just left. Far is 2 hours away from his spell finishing. The group itself is in a state of exhaustion after horrors and attacks, and unease continues to settle into the group. The smell of a swamp-like atmosphere, that wet mud in the air, fills each of your nostrils. The ground itself seems perpetually wet, decaying, and dying. And you all are trying to wait these last 2 hours. Adam.
Hi.
Over, under.
Here we go again.
Let's go over. I've already said that's not a path for destruction.
As all of you try your best to wait around the next hour, a bit of anxiety twinges inside your minds, wondering when the next horror may be coming for you, the next trap, the next issue, next problem. But it never comes. Hunter! Over, under.
Under.
It seems some gods must be just in this universe, as these 2 hours go by uneventful. As you two
Rest.
During these 2 hours,
Should I have taken a short rest?
No, we've tried. We can't short rest here.
Oh, right. I thought
that's
short
right.
rest.
Yeah.
during these 2 hours, can Abel and Killian have a talk?
Or can we do anything in these 2 hours, or is it just kill time?
Yeah, go
and
down,
continue
go
playing?
talk. Yeah,
press
yeah,
that go
do your
button.
thing. Go for it. Go for it.
Hey.
Go for it.
All right, it's
Mamma mia clock.
we haven't really had a real talk since everything in Ashio happened, because it was very.
Yeah, it was a lot of wake
was
up,
very
go
urgent.
deal with the current problem, and go back to sleep, do it again. Yep.
How are you feeling right now? Because that was some heavy shit.
I would love to have an answer for how I'm feeling, but still hasn't really processed, and I don't think now's a good time to unpack that, because
When are we ever gonna have Tom Killian?
that's a good point.
We're after these hags, and then after that, who knows? The Crimson Rose might do some shit, or
I would be shocked
I don't
if
know.
they're not doing shit right now.
Well, yeah, but
Perfectly
they
honest.
might make a move on us because we're a loose end.
Yeah, I still feel like they're probably going to come knocking with
I think Sword will come knocking first. We're more of a loose end for him than the other Crimson Rose.
maybe. I feel like I don't know. I mean, he still does owe us for finding out where Rasmus's dad
Yeah, but
is.
does he seem like the kind of man who really keeps his word?
I never told you
I
that.
mean, he
No,
is,
you did.
I
You
did.
did.
I
Yeah, you
did.
I went back and
He is-
checked.
he
Don't-
is like a
don't-
super
don't
spy.
listen to me.
Like betrayal and backstabbing is kind of their thing.
Yeah, but we already have enough reason to hate him, and I feel like he gives us too many reasons. It's going to become more of a problem where we're actively trying to kill him.
I feel like he's cocky enough though that he thinks he can take that fight. And I don't know if he's wrong.
Maybe, but
he's
the
at
last
least-
guy who thought he was cocky enough to take that fight, we just beheaded him. So
Yeah, but to be fair, the first time we met Sorton, he flattened us like pancakes, killed me, and also managed to like flat.
Uh-oh.
You cut out again.
Flashbang!
The meta realism.
Yeah.
Meta realism again.
I was just talking about how Sword flattened all of us, including Rasmus, who was very strong.
Yeah, like every 15 minutes, your mic will robot and your camera will freeze, and it comes back
Yeah.
after a few seconds.
That must be a connection issue then.
Maybe, yeah. I'm just
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I still have that job offer. He offered me a job, and then
I definitely feel like
Oh,
well,
man, it's
that might
fighting
be-
him tonight.
yeah,
Tonight's
it's really
not the night.
trying. Really trying.
This dude's in a hotel, and he's got better internet connection than you. What's going on?
my internet connection's been fine until like today.
Of course. Always when you need to play.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we'll have to figure it all out after we get through the whole hag issue, because better or worse, I feel like Raleigh's right. Putting a collapse at risk is probably a lot worse than
Yeah.
a bit more pressing.
Yeah, I don't even know how the fuck that is happening. Also, side note, before, we go back and converse with the group, I just want to see something real quick. And I'm gonna hand you the Sword of the Seas. I'm gonna see if you can carry it.
Okay, he's gonna try to hold it.
You hold it, but the
Okay.
water immediately shuts off, and it just looks like a normal sword as soon as you touch it. Any of the interesting decals and coral that grows on it and beautiful symbology immediately fades.
And then I'll just summon it back in my hand immediately and be like, all right.
It's in your hand
That
again,
was-
and
That's
everything grows out of it again. And it's like a puff of mist that comes out inside your hand within a single heartbeat.
All right, well, that's really nifty. All right.
That's a not so.
So
subtle
you-
flex.
That's for Hunter.
All right. Well, at that point, we'll go back to the group.
So you said you got that out of the altar Harkin had?
Yeah, okay. I had a vision of it.
Yeah.
Remember when the Mindbreaker first attacked us and I was in the Cthulhu pool?
Say his
Yeah,
name again.
I-
Say his name again. See how many you keep invoking his name. See how where he gets you.
Do you want us to, I'm sorry,
Sorry.
DM. Do you want us to say his actual name, Zion Scorn? Do you want us to do that? Is that better?
Please don't press this
Well,
button again. I already lost
regardless-
one character to the fuckers. No, come on.
I had visions of that, and it was in an altar, and I even tried summoning it when we were attacking the castle,
Mm-hmm.
and that's when I don't know if you heard Harkin say that there was no god but him. I mean, he was clearly wrong because he killed his ass.
I mean, yeah, that sounds like something you do.
But then yeah, when you guys cleansed that altar, or whatever you guys did, it was just like sitting there, like calling to me.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea what really happened with that altar. I sprinted out of that room to deal with the dragon. When I walked back in, it was just
Yeah, that beckons further investigation, but we have bigger
explain
issues.
a little bit more about that. So you know those Crimson Rose poisons you gave us?
yeah,
Yeah. I threw mine
Yeah.
in. I threw it in.
just like on the altar, and it just
Like in it.
exploded.
I just like cracked it and dumped all the poison into where all the blood stuff was, and then it went blah.
That's
Okay, I mean, hey, that's sick.
yeah, if it works, it works.
Hey, yeah.
I just want. He was like sucking in all the blood, and I was like, oh, that's fucking weird. Maybe I can force him to take some poison in. Didn't really work that way, but I mean, silver linings.
Yeah, it was. You should have seen his face. When he did the whole like weird, crazy voices, darkness thing, I managed to make my way over to him with the brand thing, and his face when that thing dropped and I was standing right there was priceless. He was so pissed. And then he immediately like ripped me to shreds, but besides the point.
I mean, yeah.
I know we got to
definitely
deal with
killed
like
you.
Super Hags and Crimson Rose now, but like, fuck Killian Harkin.
Yeah, fuck that guy. It was worth it. I might have died, but it was worth it.
Hard cut into the castle where his carcass is basically ash and gone, but there's still a little stain on the floor. It's just like a single like tear emote right over the ash pile. Back to you guys.
So, I have this book I need to read. I need to read this book.
Are you like holding the book out? What book is it?
Yeah, it's the book Bobbitt gave me, the Dex
Right.
book.
Oh.
Yeah, I just bought this
Hey.
from him.
I've never seen you read a
So-
book.
Wait, hang on. Can
Hey.
we also just like talk for a moment? Like, what was the thing that the big shadow thing?
Oh yeah, that. Where did that come from?
Maybe we
don't
should
know
talk
what
about
it
that.
It looked like
the
your
thing
echo.
that did a lot of damage to us
Fucking
out of
read
nowhere.
Mm.
Yeah,
What was
you were
going
just-
on with
You
your
were just kind
little
of gone for
shadow
3
self
hours,
thing?
and then that thing just
It,
showed
like-
up.
It like was touching
He-
the orb for a while, and it looked like it was talking. Like,
I have no idea about that. He gets
isn't
like
it
that
supposed to
sometimes.
be a part of you? How is it like itself? It's like
He
like
he
its
gets
own
like that
thing.
sometimes if if we have a really, really stressful day, and sometimes he just kind of.
How did you get that ability? Like, this seems like an important time to unpack that.
I feel like we should know what that thing is. Because it was clearly talking with the orb.
Because something similar almost killed us.
I was talking to the orb, and then something tried to kill us immediately after. Like,
It was 3 hours.
there's a little bit of a
immediately after
connection
this
there.
in- This information is kind of relevant to the safety of the group now.
And also, the only thing that did damage to that shadow creature was your echo. Wait, I'm over the table. That's true, right? Nobody else did damage, right?
No one else did damage. No, it's
Okay,
just the
okay,
echo.
yeah. That's what I thought.
I think there was ways we might have been able to damage it, but none of us figured it out. I don't.
It'd be funny if we just couldn't damage it and got TPK out.
No, because Far and Avalon would have been fine.
All right,
Yeah.
because they're,
Only a
chilling.
partial
inside.
party kill.
Only part. I'm not entirely sure. It just kind of came to me one day, and the fucking
Insight
finally,
check.
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Insight check.
Natural 20.
That's such a bad lie, though.
It is. It absolutely is.
What's your total?
Oh, it's not gonna be good. I can tell you that. Deception. It's a 19 total.
19.
Oh,
I got
can't
an
beat that. If
18 for a 20 fucking 7.
Fuck! I got an 18 for an 18. Fuck!
He is.
I got a 3.
He is.
I got a rock. All right,
I got-
DM,
He's
DM
my
Hunter.
friend. He wouldn't lie to me.
DM Hunter, the
Yeah.
insights.
Okay.
Do you want me to try to figure out what that thing is?
I mean,
Fucking.
if you want, I don't really know if it's a good idea to bring him out right now, but if you want, we could try.
That's actually probably a really bad idea.
Let's give him some time to.
Yeah, I think
chill
it's
out.
good to let him have some time to chill out. So I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. Sorry.
Tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll try.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Usually he calms down a lot better after a good 8 hours of sleep.
He has moment of calm?
When he's not the weird shadow thing. Sorry. trying to multitask.
You saw. I assume you saw my DM one.
Yes, I did. Sorry, I'm trying to think of how to say this. I'm sorry.
Hunter gets the biggest fucking jaw-dropping lore drop of.
Killian Harkin and
seven
Killian are the same person.
Var is not the only one good at wisdom checks.
I know. I figured. Yeah.
You mean the
Okay,
monk has good wisdom?
Yeah.
The wisdom monk has good wisdom.
How dare he?
Uh,
Far's gonna sue. He's gonna be like, "That's my thing." What are you gonna do? Steal water from Abel next? Or steal stealing kills from Abel?
I mean, he can cast water breathing.
You got a 27 on that, right, Hunter?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Why? Sorry.
Were you double checking to make sure?
No, I misspelled a word and it's not autocorrecting.
He's like, I'm running this shit through Grammarly. Today's
No,
sponsor.
If I get one more Grammarly ad, I'm gonna lose it. I swear.
Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of that word. Sorry. I don't know. Now that I've been put on the spot to type something out, this is just hard for whatever reason.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now do this and run the game and all this other stuff, and then have players be shitty.
Yeah. I don't envy you.
It's a lot of fun, though. Actually, I don't know. It works. It works, but it's hilarious, though. Everybody can DM if you give a mouse a cookie. Then the mouse will become a DM and control the world. And
Is that like a normal saying? Give him us a cookie?
no, it's a
Yes.
book. It's a book.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just a book. It's a very popular book.
Oh,
Was
children's
actually
book.
my child. It's a millennial children. My apologies, Zoomers.
No.
I'm not
I had it
But-
too. I had it too.
Thank you, God, to both millennials and Zoomers for the midterms. Ew, don't get political,
Yeah.
Reed. Don't care.
Fuck.
I've been crying about the Zoomers saving me for at least the past 3 years. I have been begging for this publicly
We
and
delivered.
hoping
We
for it.
delivered.
It's only gonna get worse in that case. Better. It's the best news. It's gonna get so ridiculous that at some point I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, you think we're a little too progressive in my lifetime? Mwah! Can't wait for that fucking moment. Oh, it's gonna be great. All right, we got the utopia and all, but maybe, bring the comedians back.
I didn't keep up with the runoff races. I know the Senate went to the Dems, right? What about the House?
Still going.
Still in play.
But still in the
play.
It's still magical. It wasn't just explosion of what was all foreseen. So I am thrilled, and hopefully, we can have.
It was not a
basic
red
human
wave. It was a
rights.
purple puddle.
Yeah,
that's a good way of putting it, actually.
we just basic human rights, clean water, food,
The fact
healthcare.
that
Amazing, we might have that in our future someday.
the fact that some states were like voting to
Dude, I don't need
abolish,
that shit. I want fucking profits. I want lower taxes. I want lower taxes
money.
for billionaires. I don't give a shit. My
The
wife
children
has-
yearn
pay.
for the mines.
The children yearn for the
Could you
mines.
imagine? Well, all right. Well, last
is my
bit, and then we'll move on. Just like, hi, I'm Steve, and I'm from a Midwestern state, and my son has something real important he needs to say to you. Here you go. Hi, I'm Timmy, and the most important thing on this election run right now is that all the billionaires like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, they don't have to pay taxes. That would make me very happy. Son, you sure you don't want like healthcare? The reason I thought we were having you on is because your sister has like bone cancer, and we were trying to pay for the bone cancer through a better Medicare system. No, Jeff Bezos pays too much money in taxes. It's just not going to trickle down to my dad in time.
People are being really mean to Elon on Twitter.
All right,
All right, D&D.
all right. Let's get back.
D&D.
The original. There's a new book called "If You Give a Mouse an iPhone." Just saying, you can look it up. It's real. Yep.
No,
Yep.
it's okay.
That's
You know
awful.
what? Gen Z, get what you got. Alphas, it's all right. If you give them,
You get what you get. Don't
is it like a dark take on it though? If you give a mouse an iPhone,
No, I think it's the same concept.
author-
It's just
an iPhone.
he goes down the Reddit hole and he gets turned into an extremist on 4chan
Oh,
and
no.
Reddit. If you give him an iPhone, he becomes an incel. That's how I'd write that book.
Oh shit.
Sorry. All right. Where were we? Okay.
I'm gonna you guys, as we're all interrogating
Yeah.
Killian over the echo.
Yep.
Killian, Bahua, he gets a very discerning look on him, and it looks like he's weighing the what he's seeing on Killian's face, and then he pipes up. I see your concern, but I don't think you can make the situation any worse by telling what you know.
I learned it from a friend. I don't really know much about how he got it to begin with, so I've been trying to look into it, and haven't heard back. So I'm just kind of a bit more focused on everything else we've been through than him for right now. Because
Even if it's not something we deal with right this moment, it's something we can all at least try to keep an eye on and be aware of.
okay, Killian's going to pull out his sketchbook.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to
Tom
flip to one of the.
Riddle's name appears. In
Oh fuck! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Sorry.
He's going to flip
I'm
to
such an ass.
to an empty page, and he's going to pull out. He pulls out this piece of string that he has. And it doesn't look like there's anything on it. But he's going to quickly scribble out. So I'm having to actually go look this up now. It looks it's a symbol in the shape of an eye with a diamond shape and two crossing slashes through the eye.
Can you post it in the group chat?
I don't have a picture of it.
Oh, I thought you were looking up a picture.
No, I was going back to remember what I was told this thing looks like. He's gonna scribble that out, and it's just gonna be. This is all I've got for whatever this thing is. I don't know what it means. I don't know where it belongs to. I've been trying to get answers from my friend, and he has not gone back to me.
Do I recognize it?
Yeah, do any of us recognize it? I feel like that's the
Could-
question.
Say it again. I'm so sorry. I was distracted.
The symbol, or
Yeah, which symbol? I'm sorry.
it's the shape of an eye with a diamond shape.
Oh yeah, I drew this for you.
Yes. Did you draw it?
Yeah, I think I did it. Say it again. No.
Name's Drew.
Yeah, shape of an eye with a diamond shape, or within a diamond shape, 2 crossing slashes through the eye.
Yeah, I definitely did. So I packed everything like an asshole. God, but not everything. Oh, good. There we go.
How dare you pack things up?
How dare you?
How dare you're productive outside of games?
Well, you know, I'm trying to get ready for the D&D games are gonna get so much even better. Can you imagine somehow
I'm
better
scared.
than they are once I get my new home? Very excited. All right, so you said it was the. This is from memory, so let me see here. It was.
Ugh.
Or was it this read? Yeah, I think it was this one, but you correct me if I'm wrong.
I've never seen an image of it, so I couldn't tell you.
Oh well, you are a guy. All right. So, where it's an eyelid and then the diamond with an X in it. Is that what you just described to me?
I'm just reading off what you told me, and it's shape of an eye within a diamond shape, 2 crossing slashes through the eye.
See, when you said I thought you meant the letter, not like an
No, like the
eye. Yeah.
and
Okay.
Cross through a diamond shape. Could be. Yeah, no, it's definitely this one. I know who these guys are.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's those guys. If I had to take a guess.
Okay.
Is there any chance that like the books that I have like appendices with like symbols? Like
Yeah.
cross reference?
Sure.
Can I see if that symbol's in there?
Yeah,
Is
it's
any of
not.
those-
It's
Yeah,
wild.
I assume so.
Yeah,
I
It's
assume
wild,
so.
but that's not something registered.
It was worth a
with.
shot.
It was.
Yeah,
I
I
agree. But you know, that'd be hilarious. If I was a good DM, I would have did something really crazy in there. Be like, what the fuck is something? It's Tom Riddle again. He's up here. He's writing
Holy
in
shit.
the back of your appendice.
Holy fuck.
You know
He's
what?
moving.
I kind of want like an apparition that just writes in your guy's shit all the time. That sounds like a fun
An
DM.
There was
apparition that follows us
there
that we
was
just
that
he
one
doesn't do anything, he
time
just writes
when
in a
Mahua
book.
woke up
Just
and there was a book
inconvenient.
talking to him, and then
Yeah.
that's not come up ever again.
He got the Bobbit coin and that was it. Yeah.
That book was weird.
That was a weird book. We never elaborated on that. Oh well.
Guess we'll never know.
Is
My
there
camera's
anything
in
about
focus
the
again.
symbol that I recognize?
No.
Yeah,
This is very
Specific.
esoteric.
word of the campaign.
I love how you just play into it more and more every time.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to
It's
the end of
because
the
it drives me
campaign.
fucking nuts. When,
Yeah.
We're
when
gonna
and
get to
then
the end of the campaign. You're gonna be like, so like
We're gonna have an esoteric button.
What the esoteric is
We're gonna have an
cooking.
esoteric button where it plays like a whole like bowling alley animation that just says the word esoteric.
Just Matt said it so much, and now I'm actually hearing it used sparingly in history podcasts, and it's making me even angrier because it's a legit thing that they definitely have no idea. That like I now know where Matt got it from, but Matt uses it so much, and D&D people do, and I'm just like, I don't. There's got to be other adjectives. There's gotta be.
it's a good adjective. Okay,
It is.
it's a
It
good adjective. And
Right.
it fills a very important role.
So I'll say this is one of those things where updated strange symbol. Your quest log goes like investigate
Yeah.
the strange symbol when you inquire to people that might be knowledgeable. Maybe at the next hub city, maybe the next port, maybe the next maybe ask the herald.
will-
see
I
if
will
Raleigh
point out, we
recognizes
do-
it.
Yeah, you know, it's
I
very
was about
bold
to
to
say,
assume
wow,
we're
yeah.
gonna have. It's very bold to assume we're gonna be given time between any of these arcs. We're allowed to actually do shit.
It's bold of you to
It's
assume
just
hub
one or
cities
the other,
exist,
baby.
Reed. You,
Yeah. That's also
there's
true.
no hub cities right now.
You did that. They were options. You did
Hey,
that.
I didn't do that. They
The
did.
Shy is still a hub city.
This is true.
Exactly. You still can go back
There's
there.
one.
We just,
That
we
was-
just go
that
back.
Go to the library in Ashaya. Maybe you'll meet someone.
In full disclosure, fully honest, that was my plan until we caused 80 million people to disappear. That was like top of my list was look into whatever this is, and then we're here.
And then we caused the next collapse, you know?
Yeah, we caused an international incident.
Stop flattering yourself, Adam. Like you're gonna cause a collapse.
Yeah.
Give it a few more weeks, maybe
That
we'll get there.
being said,
You're
I
not
don't think you guys
responsible.
understand the severity of a collapse.
No, Adam just wants to cause as much problem in any D&D
Yeah,
campaign
as
as humanly
possible.
possible.
Hey,
In my campaign, he's like, I'm
is
gonna
a
knock that
huge
city out of the
event.
air. I'm gonna kill millions of people. I'm gonna knock it out of the air. And I'm like, bro, calm down.
Hey,
collapse
Lucius is
literally
not
involves
problematic.
Creator
Lucius is a good boy.
So what you're telling me is we got to go pick a fight with creator gods. We'll get killed,
Yes,
but it'll be
yes.
fine.
Absolutely.
No, you don't do that.
I think we should.
No,
That's what I'm
no, we're not gonna do that.
Dropping new Concord from the sky is unrelated.
All right.
Okay. I've got no idea what any of it means. I've been trying to look into it, and it's a bit hard when we're constantly moving from A to B and have no idea what I'm looking at.
But it's good to be honest with us. You're not the only one that has to do this journey alone. You don't have to do this journey alone. Like, yes, we've got things on our plate, but now you've got all of us looking for ways to help you.
I guess. It's related note. Related note.
You guys never been with a group before.
Spoken like a true conservative uncle. After you just explained all the facts and all the data and all the things they can't deny. I guess that's just
I guess. Related note.
okay.
We're putting everything on the table. Get full concerning here. Has anyone ever, I don't know, heard stories or seen anything about like an endless city just that doesn't stop?
I'm
It just
making
goes on forever.
It's a very weird thing to just bring.
I know. Well,
That I'm gonna raise an eyebrow.
When was
at that.
this? When did this happen?
oh, you know, when I disappeared for 3 hours.
Reed, can I check the book?
Go ahead and check your book.
I would love to know
Is
if
it
there's
there?
anything in that book, Adam. I would
It's
love.
not
to.
there.
Yeah.
Is there anything I've heard in my travels? Because I've been all over.
Go ahead and make a history check with an extremely high DC.
Yeah, I'm about to say I would be shocked if anyone knows
Wait.
anything.
How old is Mahua, by the way?
10,000 years
I'm like-
old.
Yes.
No.
Dawn of time.
I'm
Eldritch
Let's see,
horror.
how much did I? I'll
This
pull
is
up
his.
the
This is his
actual number.
7th generation.
I'm
Yes.
32. Like I'm.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I've
also
got,
have
I've
a
got,
picture
I've,
of
got, I've
32.
lived a life. I've lived
32
a
is a good
decent amount
number.
of life.
3,200.
That is a
Thousand.
17 history.
No.
DC was 50. You know nothing.
Yeah, the DC was probably like fucking.
No,
30.
you can always no. There's always
There's probably.
I
would
won't
guess
ask
it
you to roll if there's not a chance of you to get something. That's boring. Or unless
I mean,
it's
my
a
life is
cutscene.
the last like decade of my life has been traveling the entirety of Tabula Rasa. So
I understand, Hunter. Above table. This is something that can't elaborate on without ruining things. So
okay.
it is. You're not wrong in the sense of like what some of your theories may be, especially between campaigns. That alone might give us more away. I can't delve into more. So it is.
For the sake of this game, weird. You
Yeah.
know nothing. Yeah, you know nothing.
You're
Bizarre.
not, I don't want you because I know how you can be like, really? I've heard nothing? That alone
No,
should tell you enough
it's-
information.
Realistically, I understand that I probably haven't heard anything, but
Of
it's more
this
like
specific thing. You know a lot of things,
like
for certain.
my what I was more going for was like I'm sitting in a bar and you're hearing that weird, crazy old guy in the corner talk about the endless city, and it's like,
Yes.
what the fuck is this guy
What the
talking?
fuck are you on
Right.
about?
Like,
bud?
have I heard the phrase before?
No,
or
that's
not at all?
this is
Okay.
how specifically that aspect of that plot
Yeah.
hook. That thing is it's just weird. It's a weird one. It's
Kinda weird.
There's more to it, and you'll
I mean, it's a
figure it
big
out.
continent. I probably haven't heard everything.
All right.
I've just heard a lot of things.
True.
All right. This has been a wonderfully productive conversation. We have a lot of questions to ask people once we, bring them back from wherever they're at. But we do have to, get to these hags and make them reverse whatever they did. So
We still have like an hour and a half and 45 minutes until Far's done, so we've got time to kill.
I'm just saying, next time we have an opportunity, let's look into this.
No.
Yeah. Think it's worth asking the orb over there.
Don't touch that thing.
I think you
please.
could get
Please don't
answers,
touch it.
but you would be risking what we've already caused, adding more to that plate.
Just
What if I just saw what his price
Don't.
was?
don't touch the orb, please.
The problem with these things is you may not always have a clear idea of the price.
I don't think the orb's gonna want to talk to me after I hit it.
The entities, I know I'm a bit extreme. You've already expressed this stuff to me, but like entities of that kind of power, there's a reason why they cause so much damage in the world.
I get that, but
Just
it's
don't
right
touch it.
there.
Just don't touch it.
It's
That's-
like 20 feet away.
That's what makes it dangerous.
Stop thinking about it.
It's right there. We could just see. We could.
Killian
Someone
is
else-
pointing toward the object that is clearly in sight. Each of you can see exactly
Yeah.
where it is. Just
We
below
could-
the
yeah,
wall.
we
Yes,
we
it
could do
it looks that easy, but it may not be.
If you summon on the
I'm not
Shadow
saying
Monster,
like
I'm
it's
not
just
gonna
I go
make
over
it.
there, I touch it, I get what I want. But I'm saying
At the
just like
edge of the
asking.
forest, you see one flump just put out one of his little shitty
I-
eyes.
I sprint inside.
Get the
I
fuck,
sprint
get the
inside.
fuck back in the forest. Get back in there.
Why are
Goes
you
back
guys?
in. Just
Why are you
flump.
guys so afraid of? Seriously, why are you
I'm
guys so
not afraid of them. I just
Like-
hate them now.
Why?
I'm gone.
They're
I'm not
not-
here anymore.
The comedy show that was me trying to get my
I mean,
goddamn shield back from them.
That was embarrassing for you.
Yes, and I'm upset about it.
Yeah, this dude goes from killing
Like-
the leader of the Altar Shadows and not being able to get his
I have
money.
more
Yeah.
problems with mosquitoes than flumps. Is the thing.
Well, I
Like,
wasn't trying to kill them.
I don't know if
They are
you've
just
noticed,
harmless creatures.
Mahua, but Abel's not really like
I'm not
the
that
best. Best with his dexterity. He almost got us all killed by dropping a marble on the ground.
Yeah.
Like by it being handed to him, he almost killed us all.
That was
Big
I
Bam
think he's a
unwieldy.
pretty. Yeah, I think he's a bit of a low bar to judge almost anything relating to that off of.
was that a what was that roll again? Was that a 3?
It was a 2, I
Or
think.
was it 2?
Abel's
Okay.
hands are just like this all the time. Like
Yeah.
Abel's just like I
It's
can't.
just
an
constantly
essential
shaking.
tremor.
Yeah.
That would actually be a decent explanation for why he has such shitty dexterity.
I mean, because it's like you lived in SeaWorld your entire life. It's weird being on normal ground.
It is. Anybody else have any anything
really
they
wanna
want
go
to talk
talk to
about?
I really want to talk.
Don't talk to the orb.
I really should.
I'm going to literally sit in front of the orb, looking at the group to play goalie, and I'm just gonna be like, all right.
Wait, did you
We're
touch
not-
it? No,
No,
it was
I-
just
I-
me.
Killian had
hit
it.
it.
No,
I hit
yeah,
it.
Abel hit the orb. Killian has not touched the orb at all.
Yeah, but Mahu and I are the only ones who actually like interact.
Yeah, I've
with it.
discussed with the orb. Yeah.
All right, let's just wait for Far to get his thing done.
I need to read my book, so I'll do that.
So who touched the orb? You did. You. Oh, you guys are actually going to touch the orb. Okay, fuck.
No.
No.
All right,
we're
so
saying
touching the orb.
last time.
So now we're going to touch the orb. In case you guys, today we're gonna touch some orbs.
Ponders.
People literally sat in front of the orb to prevent people from touching it.
Oh, is that what they did? Very good.
I'm sorry, I'm ruining your fun read.
Mahu and I touched it.
If we have an hour to kill,
Wow,
Killian's
Joe.
gonna read his book that he got from Bobbit.
Go for
Bobbin. And also, I still have these scented candles I got from Bobbin, and I never figured out what they did. Let's just light them and use them while I'm reading the book. See what happens. See what they do.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. This is we have time to kill. I have these items we've never used. Let's see what they do.
We die. That's it.
I mean, let's hope not.
Campaign over. You killed us all.
Okay. So, you light the candles and you're reading the book. The book, I told you, it takes
an hour to read.
An hour to read, and then that'll bump your stats, right?
Yeah.
As you light the candle, which one are you lighting? Which ones? I
don't know. You just said scented candles, and they're magical, and we never investigated.
I understand, but how many do you have?
I don't know if I wrote down a number, because you just said scented candles, and that's what I scribbled down.
All right, so there's a red one, a blue one, a green one, and a yellow one. Which one are you gonna light?
Let's light the blue one.
Wow.
Okay. As you light the blue one, it smells like who's got the feedback? I'm gonna punch you.
It's true.
It's not his fault then. It's the air conditioning. You're cool.
Yeah,
there's no wrong.
It was just the ambient hum is all, Drew. You're cool. You're cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad. It was just distracting me because I'm lame. It gives off almost like a winter smell to you of what would be like a cross between fresh snow and blueberries found out in the wild. It's a chill goes over your body, but then it becomes this comfort. I don't believe you notice any difference.
Okay.
Well,
Smells
Mr.
nice.
Passive Perception was out here.
Yeah, so cool. If it just smells nice, that's dope.
That one just smells nice for you, Killian.
Sick.
Really cool.
We're not going to question it. We'll worry about the others later.
Cool.
Use them as needed. I will also update my item description to say the ones left.
It'd be funny if like 3 were normal candles and it was like Russian roulette. One is just like the absolute most overpowered item to ever touch D&D.
Scented candle.
3 of them are candles. One is the annihilation card from the deck of many things.
Yes. One kills you. Power word kill.
Lights one of them just combust.
One automatically casts power word kill in the surrounding area. Everyone dies.
Anybody else want to do anything edgy in your last 20 minutes before?
I'm at 4 HP. I'm scared.
Your last 20 minutes.
I'm scared.
Elliot now has a ticking clock until he drops dead. He has no idea. He's just reading, man. He's enjoying it.
All right, I need 1 second. Roleplay among yourselves. Promises will not continue.
So, what's all the differences in like the Madden shit? Because Caspian, I don't understand it. Do any of you?
Yeah, I'm very concerned about that.
Yeah, like because Caspian had the markings and whatnot.
I mean,
but
all I know is what probably most of you have heard in the stories about the Herald of Zahir is.
Assuming we don't, for whatever reason, I'm sure I
assume Lucius would
Let's
have
tell
heard
the
that.
story again.
I don't know.
Well, from what I know is he before they were the Heralds, they had done a bit of adventuring together, and at some point they appeared on his body, and it was a big mystery at the time. And then they later found out it was the fourth god, Laura, and there's this whole thing going on. But then, like, he was, like, able to use powers related to it, and something about him being, like, Laura was, like, trying to take him or something. I don't know all the details about that, but...
It is funny watching Hunter try not to describe too hard what his own character went through. Feel like
And
I mean, I
then-
know every detail
But
of
there's
this,
this
but
whole
I,
like this like
Dream
whole
about
war where there are these like monsters and like
and he was
there
super
were
badass,
people-
by the way. He was so
there were-
cool.
there were people around the continent who were going like actually like chaotically mad, but then like he and I think there were some others. There were like a very like handful of group who like had the markings but were fine. Then there were like people like that creature that was summoned at us weeks ago. That the weird lizard-like thing with the teeth. It had the markings all over its body, and it was just kind of rampaging.
Wait, what?
The Spinosaurus. It was
Yeah.
Oh,
way back when.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Wait.
There's gotta be a way to reverse it.
It's something
Well, there is,
associated
'cause-
with the goddess
There
Melora,
you
go.
and
They
There's-
have a way to keep it at bay.
I don't know if it was ever figured out exactly what that meant, though. Like, I thought I mean, there was a thing they used that helped it, so like it progressed slower. I think I read about, but you'd have to travel across the sea to figure out about those details. Like that's
So
where they know his story a lot better than I would.
What about that guy with Rasmus?
yeah,
like
what's
right
like
hand.
the difference
I mean,
between all of them?
He's probably the best person to ask. He's probably got a closer relationship to all that than even I can think of.
Do you know anything about how he got mad? No
Me?
one does. No, Lucius doesn't know who he
No.
is.
He was
No.
already like that when we met him.
Yeah,
He wasn't
I don't
really
know if
keen to
I
talk
don't-
about it.
I don't know if that was something that happened to him or if that's just something he like was born with it. But I don't know if you can be born with it. Question
You
mark.
born with Madden?
Okay, yeah. Well, this
there's
is
a
a
whole-
mix of
there's a-
Killian not knowing and I don't know, so I don't know what Killian would know.
There is a whole thing kind of after the heralds did their whole prevention of the collapse.
Yeah,
There's
they're
a whole-
heralding, as it were.
They're heralding. There's a whole group of Dragonborn that were essentially locked away where Melora was, and they were rescued by the heralds, and they're out in the world. And a lot of, like I was mentioning, there were people who were kind of going crazy after Melora, whatever was going on there, was defeated. A lot of them regained themselves, but they were still permanently changed by the markings. So like they got their minds back, but they were like a new thing.
So you can be born with it and also have it inflicted on you by crazy fucking Crimson Rose bullshit people.
Looks like it, yeah.
I mean, within the last century, I've never heard of giving somebody madness.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Like,
Raleigh made it
let me
very clear
remind
this is a
you,
problem.
This is all storybook stuff.
Yeah.
Which
I mean,
Lucius knows
well,
lots
this-
about. You grew up
Yeah,
on
yeah.
these stories, Lucius.
Let's say,
At this
Lucius,
point,
what
we
do you
are
think?
the storybook.
Like,
Because
Mahua.
Raleigh made it very clear that is
There's-
that should not be around. So that's
like
that's
there's
concerning.
probably the number of people who have something of an answer in this field of subject is probably less than the fingers on my hand.
I mean, because part of me wants to ask Raleigh, but I also feel like
that.
I feel like I don't know how the Herald feels like giving
Yeah,
the whole madness spill to someone again, because I'm sure they have to do that a lot.
Speaking
So I kind of feel bad
Raleigh,
about asking her that.
I
Where the
mean, I
fuck she
think
go?
it's something I would imagine based on her response and like the bringing in other heralds.
Yeah, I feel like it might
Okay.
be worth us asking, given the fact that we've run into the Mindbreaker and his band of fun people who can do that to people. Probably, I don't know. We've only seen him do it.
They're gonna be looking for those that whether they're sharing it with us is a different question, I'm sure.
I mean, maybe,
They
but I
don't
feel
really
like if,
have
I feel like if
reason to trust us after we, kind of caused this mess.
we'll
You're
see.
good. You weren't
Yeah.
there. No, our fault.
I kind of just shared.
I feel I would like to think they know that it was an honest mistake, but also we still fucked up unfathomably.
Yeah, but it was
large.
still a mistake that
Um,
we made.
Yeah, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
I mean, but that's like it's like blaming the heralds for.
Yeah, I mean, surely they fucked up.
actions.
Surely they fucked up in their day
8
enough.
million is a lot of people, though. 80 million.
Yeah,
is
but
a
like
lot.
letting out dragon gods is a lot as well, and I feel like they could get it.
That was prophecy.
Maybe.
There was no stopping that.
Well,
They just were at the wrong place at the wrong time. This was 100% organic, homegrown fuck up.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Reed couldn't have scripted this if he
I
wanted to.
feel like we'd have to. It might be worth asking, especially if we end up going along with farther into the Crimson Rose issue with them.
I
It might be
tend
worth
to.
asking of like, hey, just so we're all on the same page with these guys who can make people mad. What's the deal there? Because that's concerning.
So how do you
Very
know how
bad.
big the Crimson Rose is, or is it just like they're there? Yeah.
Well, there are at least 2 people, at the
Are you
very
falling
least.
asleep
We
on
know.
us, Adam? What is happening?
What?
Are you falling asleep? Are we boring you, Adam?
No,
I can
no.
change
I did a lock in last
Boring
night.
you?
Where
that.
I did a lock in last
Pull
night.
the
from
lever,
Survivor.
Ragnorum
Yeah,
drops.
right, Norm Gekken.
All right, fair enough.
I'm
Fair
not
enough.
tired. My eyes just
Norm
burn.
Jr.
Fair enough. fair enough.
Ragasoon
They're at least
Awesome.
they're at least
Awful.
big enough.
Awful. Lizard folk with 2 metal arms. 2
They're-
talons.
They're at least big enough to attempt to cause a civil war in Sornmere, and
What?
yeah, we stopped it. It was a whole deal. We got to meet the King of Sornmere. That was really cool. We threw one of the houses into like their truth pools because they were trying to overthrow the government. It was a whole thing. They also rigged the courts in Dodgall, ? I think Hadrian mentioned something about that. Or at least he fucked up trying.
He did.
So
He did.
thank you, Adam. Thank you. Sometimes I swear he's still here with us.
Like I can hear his voice on the
Yeah,
wind.
like I can hear him. Yeah, but they're very large, very concerning.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah,
seems
that-
like
that-
everywhere.
Sword guy is fucking creepy.
Yeah, he's scary.
I'm gonna take his ass out one day.
He can like his face can change like entirely. That's
I don't want to
Wow.
see that.
Far,
Yeah, it
you
is-
finally finished. Finally finished.
Do I get my
Guys,
book read? Can I just add that?
Yes,
done, or do I
yes,
need to
you're
say-
done. You're done.
Sick.
The tree
Good team.
now grows, restored to its previous glories, previous remnants. But you immediately, as soon as you finish this in this 8 hours, you can already feel a clock ticking down before this house is again going to wither. Restoring this ground, this land has not fixed whatever poison and curses upon it, but you've bought yourself a significant amount of time by going through this spell. You guys have plenty of time to investigate what was once mere moments.
Far wants to initially like wild shape and go up to where Killian was before,
Yes.
where he saw the message or something from above, and see
Yes.
if it's legible, anything like that now.
You can't at this point because you've actually created all the floors for all the different layers of the building, so you can no longer see down where Killian was looking before. Instead, you just see a normal floor. Remember we talked
Oh, he
about
was
there's
looking
12
down
floors.
into that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. I thought it was like on the roof or something. And
Nope.
okay,
He was looking
Then-
down. You guys were on the roof and you were looking through the brambles that were broken up, but that's probably on me for not being able to describe it clear enough.
then yeah, he's gonna kind of say like, okay, like I think we should investigate inside.
Oh,
You guys can climb up, and then he wild shapes and flies up himself.
Okay,
All
so
right.
where does everybody
I'll just
go?
run up the side.
Everybody's got to
Wait,
start
how-
flexing.
Flexing their different movements.
How many floors are there again?
12.
Infinite.
12? Okay.
Technically infinite, yes, but there's 12 like livable, accessible floors to mere mortals who are not
And then-
ag.
Yeah.
Before the restoration, I assume the bottom floor is the one that was there.
Yes, and it
Right.
was not nearly as vibrant and as full as it is now. And you guys have cleaned up the floor, and with this restoration, all the leaves are these beautiful floral arrangements. There is not only just flowers in these arrangements, but the local flora itself is just from all different types of species, from all different types of the world, things that are definitely not native to here. It breathes in a sense of comfort and nostalgia to you, Far, being back in your mentor's home. Many long hours spent inside here, tinkering and figuring out what all these plants might be, and the animals that eat them, and then how they grow. All these great lessons Seraph imparted on you still stick with you.
Imagine having a positive relationship with your mentor. Imagine.
Not about you, Adam.
Not about you, Adam.
Actually, I said that and then realized Lucius had that too. No, but can I make an
Lucius had a
investigation
great
check on the-
mentor, you little
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Actually, yeah, you're the worst.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
Adam's just constantly stuck in Hadrian mode, like for all of existence. He's just like,
He's
Hadrian.
just the
The
worst.
creation of Hadrian has
Permanently
ruined Adam's
injured.
life.
Yeah, my brain is not the same. No, but can I just?
Yeah, Abel's just gonna walk up because he has no movement available to him right now.
Yeah, Abel and
Yeah,
Killian will
fine.
just walk up. We'll just walk
Okay,
up like
but
normal people.
okay, but what floors is everybody going to? Let me know.
Can I make an investigation check on the first floor to see like if there's
Yep.
anything specific that changed with the restoration?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna look for.
That's a
Oh.
math. 23. Wait.
Everything appears cosmetic
Yes.
to you at this point. The changes.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for either a laboratory or a library,
Okay.
some sort of knowledge place, whichever one I find first.
Okay.
I should.
Question before I decide where I'm going. Does the layout of these floors, is it like separated floors or like one giant center room with like balcony level floors as you go up? Like
The second
That's
option.
a good
It's
question.
basically like a spiral staircase that goes to another floor, and surrounding them are all the floors of a treehouse. It's a tree home.
Kill-
You go.
I was just gonna say, just from like the center looking up, kind of using the different markers on the floor as guides, Killian wants to like stand on each marker and look up and see if he notices anything like in the alive treehouse as he's that's his investigation. Almost like if something changed with the floors being restored to their thing, and it's like these points on the floor are supposed to be perspective points that you're supposed to use to try to find something. I'm just
you're
kind of throwing things out.
So yeah. So you're standing on the first floor and trying to look up to see.
Yeah, and then
those
if
spots.
after time, I guess I could do the opposite.
You can't even see up at that. You just immediately start stealing. It's so far removed you can't see from a balcony down in the center where the stairs are. This is off and towards like this was the kitchen area. I believe I described it as.
Okay.
It is completely off center. It is nothing that you can conceive at this point.
He'll at least get like rubbings with his art book of just each symbol, just so that we have it on standby to where we can go throughout the house and be like, yes, this is what this symbol was in case
As
it
you
shows
do.
up.
As you do.
I am just gonna try to follow where Drew went and try to give him specific help for his search.
Who's not here?
Far where you
Far,
go.
far.
I love
Oh, yeah,
Drew,
so-
man. Just like, I fucking show up for this shit. I don't want to know nothing. And when that clock hits 6:30, Drew is dead.
Drew's gone.
There is only Far. I love it.
Yeah, Far wants to go, he knows that the top is kind of, as you get farther up, that's the more and more personal kind of spaces. He never, the bottom floors he went to the most.
Yeah.
And as you get up, it was like, I would say the top floor maybe once, if ever, kind of
Yeah,
thing. So like
maybe
he
a
wants to
glance
start at
into the
top.
bedroom. You got it. That's what the 12th floor would be. So Far, as you go in, Mahua hot on your tail, you hesitate for but a moment before finally opening up that door. There are no wards or locks or anything on it, but there never really was. This was something that was really special. She did not hide things from you, but you always felt this curiosity, almost like maybe she wanted you to go into these places that she never directly encouraged you to explore. But you always felt it to be disrespectful to not go anywhere she didn't suggest. So finally breaking past that, since she's long gone, you go into what appears to be her main bedroom, where now you can see the ceiling itself is this like continuous infinite of the treehouse that continues to grow. It's almost like the mirror effect, the green edge, I forget what it's called, but where when you have two mirrors side by side and just goes infinitely, and the image recurses over and over again. That's what the stealing is, but with beautiful foliage and this like spiral of the treehouse. Her bed itself is extremely modest. The area itself has probably a desk made of maple trees, benches, little cups and handles. All personal belongings seem to be removed from this place, appear to be long gone. But the thing you do notice on the floor is more of those symbols.
Yeah, I guess can Far look at the symbols and see if the ones here, how they're different, or see if these ones mean anything to him.
Make a intelligence check.
8.
8.
All right.
Wait. Yeah, that is a 6.
I'll be right back.
Yep, go for it.
Yep. Wait, might be worse. Nope, that's a 6.
They are familiar in the sense of runes that she taught you about, but they do not make any sense. They look like fractions of fractions. It's tough to make any meaning out of what this could be on the floor, but you at least have found another one. What's up?
Is there any check to know, like, okay, generally runes do this, or like runes are protection, or like what does the rune symbolize in a general sense?
Arcana check.
17. No, 18.
As you begin to try and unpack that very question, you know you're close to it. And as you are getting closer and closer to understanding what this might mean, you begin to realize that this isn't a full rune. This is not anything. It's just scribbles at this point. So nothing could be derived from it. It's nothing.
Far's gonna turn to Mahua and kind of say, do these mean anything to you? I don't know if these are specific. What are your thoughts on this? As he also wants to just cast Detect Magic to see if there's anything that sticks out to him in, standing in the middle of the room and 30 feet out.
The Detect Magic, nothing magical in here besides the lighthouses. The treehouse itself is magical, so you're a bit blinded by all that.
What?
Yeah. You look up and you go blind.
Everything's glowing. But like the bed, there's no like magic items or anything. There is a very faint magical glow, where the rest of the treehouse is like a bright blue, we'll say right now when you're doing this Detect Magic, with a very that high brightness where the blue basically looks white, maybe similar to what you see up there. This is a much darker blue. It looks like there is a much weaker connection to magic on whatever these runes are on the floor.
Do they mean anything to me?
Dude! Nah, I don't. I don't think they would. It makes me feel bad.
I don't study magic.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, I don't fucking get magic.
Might have come across it, but not likely.
Who needs magic?
Who needs magic when you can punch people with your ghost self?
Unless it's related to giant or undercommon, I probably wouldn't know.
Make an intelligence check, Mahua.
Who are known for his spectacularly high intelligence.
That is a grand old natural 3.
All
Actually,
right.
Natural 4 for a 3.
Bored now. Don't know magic. Bored now. Moving on. Weird question to get so far.
No understand.
This is way out of my depth, honestly.
There's a 27 hit. What?
Yeah, Safar's gonna say, okay, I see this. I think we should try to search some of the other rooms, maybe split up. I don't know how long we're gonna have here. I don't know if you can feel it, but it is starting to fade slowly. I want to make sure we cover the most amount of ground. And then I think Far is going to try to go to a similar place as Abel, somewhere where maybe she, like a classroom of sorts, or like somewhere where, she was like showing anything rune history related.
So you go to a library and you find, just like when you hit with Abel, inside where your known library was, all the shelves are empty. The place itself is abandoned, the fireplace off. This especially seems like a ghost town inside here, unremarkable, with the beautiful vibrance of many of the plants in here. That is the only sign of life left in this home. It almost feels like everything was removed in a hurry. You can see where books were removed from the shelves, leaving streakings and markings on each of the layers of the shelves. The rug itself has been pushed over and moved around in places. The tables aren't perfectly straight like they normally were. Seraph was always a person of detail, and she had her own strange way of an organized mess, and stuff like that never kept for too long. She would always make sure to keep items in order. Organization, no matter how much it may seem like the place is a mess, as long as you knew how it was organized, that was the most important thing. Every druid needed their own system.
And knowing or being taught kind of her system, is there any reason that she would ever have like a secret panel or some kind of place that she would store things of value? Anytime, any lessons or anything, she'd be like, okay, let me show this. I'm thinking similar to wherever, probably the staff that she gave him, wherever that would have came from.
Right. She never showed you. She never showed you where that came from. She was always very secretive about that, but such a place does exist. You know it, because it's something that all the hours you spent in here, there's got to be something like that here. You feel it. You absolutely feel it in your bones, but never seen it before.
I'm just gonna go to the next room over from the
Yep,
other
you're
direction
down.
that he was.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're 12. Okay. Library's at 8, so where do you want to go?
He said go to the next room, so I'll just go down one if nobody's
Okay,
there.
7. Living quarters for guests and such.
Look around.
Nothing of interest on here.
Whenever Killian gets the rubbings of all the symbols, he's just gonna shout up into the tree. Hey, if you guys find any other symbols, let's just try to combine them. See what happens.
Oh yeah, upstairs.
Oh, sick! And he'll go up there and try to find them.
All the way to the top floor.
It's a workout, baby.
Are you gonna at least like stop and like glance to see if there's more symbols on the other floors?
Yeah. Lucian's just gonna go.
If anyone else is looking, he'll stop on his way up and shouts at him. He's gotta make his journey up the 12 flights. He's gonna take a while. I mean,
give me some.
What floors have we checked now? So we've checked 12,
1, 7, 8, 12.
1, 7, 8, 12.
I'm gonna check 2 now, and I assume Avalyn has woken up now and can
Yeah,
be checking for us as well.
Avalyn is woken up and she is holding the fort down on the bottom layer. She's doing a great job making sure those runes don't disappear. She's watching for any.
There's a raven sitting there on one of them, just calling.
Does Abel find like a library or a laboratory?
We
were just there.
Completely.
Yep. Oh, he stepped out.
Yeah.
You and Drew,
Yeah,
you and Far were together inside there, and it was very empty. And nothing of note for you at this point. I'm not going to read it.
All right. Well, then Abel's just gonna start looking for symbols on the other floors.
Okay.
What's on 2?
At this point, for the sake of brevity, you guys will
Okay.
find on floor 6 another set of symbols.
Reed's like, no, I'm gonna make you guys do it. Just make you guess every floor.
Killian will also get those symbols and get a rubbing of them to where
Okay.
we can have all the sets of symbols at any given moment where we can just
So-
move them around.
That appears to be where the symbols are. So you have 3 sets of symbols.
Mhm.
They don't seem to fit into each other right at all.
At all? Okay.
Is it like one batch doesn't fit in with the other 2, or all 3 are just kind of like not compatible?
All 3 don't look compatible, but they look almost compatible. They look like they might go together, but stuff is just not right. Scale
Are we
is
missing-
off.
Is it like we're missing one last set?
Yeah, are we missing or are they jumbled?
Investigation check, you little shit.
Yeah, you
Alright.
little rat.
Hmm.
Ooh, good. 26.
Uh,
26 for Abel's investigation.
His was good.
I didn't ask Abel for an investigation check.
Oh, I was asking
8.
the same question, so I
It's
thought.
fine.
Well,
It's fine.
8.
Yes, you're good. 8. Okay.
I
Well,
rolled a nat 3.
just as you are about to investigate, Abel's like, "Oh wait!" I said, just shoves your ass out of the way, and his
Out of my way.
excitement and enthusiasm.
Cool.
You notice that these symbols, each of them look like they do connect to each of the others. These 3, but they're not right in a structure and scale way. But they seem to line up, sort of. If you sort of just screw around with them a little bit, they kind of line up, but they don't. And it's not, oh no, a visual puzzle in imaginary land? What?
so is it when you say scale? Is it like if I enlarged or reduced the size of a couple of these, they might fit better together?
Maybe. That's not a bad idea.
So we found them on different levels. Do you think it's like the scale as if you're looking at all these in one consecutive picture from those levels?
That's not a bad idea.
But I don't know if you'd be looking from the bottom up or from the top down. I don't know how we'd find a way to orient.
I mean, there are 6 of us. We can do both.
I mean, I guess, but
Are they
Yeah.
all on like the same side where like, you said it's a spiral, right? So
Yeah.
I'm guessing like there's a door here and then one like across. Would they all, if you stand in one focal point, would you be able to see kind of all 3? Or, obviously the one up.
Only
At the
from
top is
one
hard.
location can you see all 3 at once.
Which is...
I don't know.
Well, let's-
figure it out,
yeah.
you little bitches.
well, we've only got 3 places that we could be, so we just go
Walking
find
up-
them out. Let's go. Yeah.
Walking up
let's
the
say.
stairs.
Abel will go
Wow.
down.
Which
the
one are you
bottom.
checking first? Yes, I'm making this painful. Yes.
Yes.
Abel will check it from the bottom.
Okay. What about the other people?
Alien will go to the 6th floor. Let's feeling
Okay.
6 today.
Go to the top.
All right. So, Abel, you go all the way down to the first floor. You're very excited about your plan, and you look at the rune on the floor, and then you look up to where you know
Yeah,
the
shit.
6th floor rune is, and you're like, wait, we already did this. This
Yeah,
is
we
exactly,
tried.
that's the ceiling. This is where we started.
Damn it.
Killian,
Hello.
you do the exact same thing. Now you're on the
Yeah,
second floor,
it's
and you
like,
look up into
ah.
another roof. Mahua, you stand up there, and standing like straight down looking, there seems to be minor obstructions when you're standing on top of it. But it's like you feel like you might be able to, maybe. What do you want to do? It's like you can't quite see right now.
Is like the way to go down.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like narrow enough that I could like kind of balance myself out into the overhead area? Like, is that an angle that I could potentially get? Like, basically as if I was floating a little bit forward.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be helpful in this situation. Not a bad idea. But like, as you see it right now, the floor itself, the branches of the trees, the way the treehouse works, there's gaps in areas. There's places where the tree there's knots that are open, and you can see a little easily down through the treehouse, but it's just something's not quite
I'm gonna
right.
go grab like a stool or something or a box and see if I can make myself taller.
Yeah,
thinking,
okay.
Oh, these things were because I saw the hags, so like
yeah, they were
they're
taller.
probably a taller creature.
Yes. So you go up, you get a little taller, right, with a little step stool inside the room, and now you can't see it at all. Now it's all blocked, but you feel like you're on the right track.
Then I'll crouch down a little. I'll move the step stool out of the way and I'll lower myself down. Maybe if like they're hunched over.
You're getting really close now. All of a sudden, you're starting to see like the second floor is almost lined up, but you can't quite see the first floor. It's making a little more sense.
I'll like get down on my knees, maybe like almost go down, like almost lying on the ground.
Now you can't see it anymore.
I'll go back to where I was getting the best image.
Okay, you're back up.
I'll like shift a little to the side, shift a little to the side, shift a little forward.
None of that helped.
What the fuck?
I've got a feeling, but Killian's not there to put together for me.
You were so close. It hurts. But I know this is super hard. Doing a fucking visual puzzle.
So close.
Like
Why
this.
do you know the answer that I have in my head?
I know. I'm giving you so much credit. This is terrific. This is going way better than I thought it would.
I'll see if I could do something weird. Like, because I'm a little bit crouched down.
Yeah, you're a little bit crouched down. You went forward, left, right. You went all the way to the floor. You got up higher, but nothing's quite worked.
Would I get the same height if I did like a handstand and like did it like I was looking backwards, like change the direction from that I'm approaching it from?
Oh, interesting idea. You're doing a handstand. Okay, so you'd be up that way, right? Okay.
It'd be like a handstand, but I'm gonna be a 180 turn, so that my positioning is different.
You're maybe a little lower, I would imagine, with your eye line, and it doesn't change the diagonal down at this point. It's probably a little more obstructed at that point compared to where you were crouching. You had a clearer shot through all these vines and open holes of the treehouse.
Is there an explicit thing that seems to be obstructing my view?
Yeah, floors down though. It's nothing. Okay. It's just the tree itself. It's nothing that you could like burn the fucking tree down or something like that.
I was gonna say like, can we clip a few branches out of the way?
That might be a possible solution. Technically, just burn it all down. But I don't know. It's probably gonna be complications with that.
I don't know if I like that answer.
Yeah, I don't know. But
has
there
at this point
here?
Will Mahua have told the group so we can collectively?
I'll grab a mirror and see if it changes perspective by looking at it from the inverse perspective.
Oh my god, you are. Adam.
What?
Pick a number 1 or 2.
Why are you okay? 2. I'm going higher again.
Good. Okay.
Is that a good or a bad good?
We'll be there in a second. I just made an impromptu decision that I don't know why, but you're my chaos roll. So here we are.
Okay.
Oh no!
You take the mirror off the wall, and as you try to position the mirror, right, you flip that up, and you see are. You get a good look at it with this reflected image that I don't know how to say this without just spoiling the last part here, so I'll give you a second. You're close. You're very, very close. It's not a reversal of the image that's needed. With it reversed, though, you see how wonky the characters look. And you can actually see better now, because the way you've been looking, how like the first floor is filling in parts of the characters on the second floor. And then you're seeing a little bit of the third floor. And they're all sort of melding together to create a singular arcane rune.
So then taking that, I'll do my little crouch that was giving
Yep.
me the best view, and I'll try to see if I can like angle myself slightly so that they line up a little bit better.
And
Like overlapping.
as you take literally a couple steps back, the only direction you didn't say, you now can see that it is skewed, and that's why the stuff wasn't lining up correctly, but the scale wasn't right. You get a skewed angle with it. Actually, go this way. A skewed angle, and you see all the runes line up, and you're like, I'm the fucking best. And just before you're about to shout down to your friends, you go to put the mirror back, and as you look at the opposite side of the mirror, there is this strange, like, opaque frosted glass on the other side that's almost, like, wavy.
Like it's a window rather than a mirror?
Yeah, it's almost like a window, absolutely.
That's... I'm gonna like gently put it down.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on it. Because
Okay.
that's not how it was just a second ago.
No, that's the backside. See, that's why you had the
Oh.
mirrors on one side, and then on the backside that you didn't notice, you were doing your thing. You took it off, put it there.
Oh, is it
Now
like
on
a
your way
two-way
back.
mirror?
Well, two sides. There's two sides to it. So there's
Yeah.
one that's a clear mirror, and the other one looks strange. Like the longer you look at it, Mahua, you can actually see like vibrations, and what should be solid glass almost waves and moves like water.
I don't like that.
You're gonna call
okay.
your allies, by the way.
I'm gonna back away, keep my eyes on it, and call my allies up.
Okay, everybody is now at the top level.
What's going on, Mahua?
Yeah, did we get it?
No,
figured it
if you
out?
stay, I'll point at a spot on the floor, still looking at the mirror. I'll point at a spot. If you look at it from right there, the runes line up better.
Why are you so?
Yeah, what's
The
It's a
mirror's
mirror.
freaking me out. It's freaking me out. If the other side is a mirror, but that side's freaking me out. It just doesn't feel. My gut's telling me that doesn't feel right.
Here, hold on. I'm gonna look at it. I need you to blink a couple times because your eyes are looking really dry right now.
I mean, I'm blinking. I'm not like staring contest.
So do we just want to get this? Do we want to like turn it back around so we're just not looking at it, don't have to deal with it, or
How
just gonna
about
keep
you
staring at it?
deal with the symbol, and I'm gonna keep an eye on this.
okay?
Fire, you're the local
And
expert.
you are
now.
resident symbol man for this woman.
Yeah,
so
I'll stand kind of where he says and, kind of crouch down and try to see what he's seeing. And when it does seem to line up,
Arcana check
Ah!
with advantage. I recognize these symbols.
These are symbols like Mother used to make.
what does it mean, Walmart?
25?
That's pretty good.
You recognize these symbols as, oh, this is magic for unlocking. This is magic that reveals something that is hidden. And together, this magical rune, this druidic incantation, will reveal some sort of hidden magic.
Does Far know how to activate the runes?
Yep, you just gotta say it. You just gotta say it and use druidic magic, aka a spell slot.
You have any of those?
Do you have any of those?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. I don't
He's a
play
power
caster. He's got
bros.
plenty.
yeah.
Do
Power
you have
word,
a druid
bruh.
spell?
This is when Fire drops the
Um,
fear that he's been a warlock the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd
so
be
Far
fun.
is he's gonna cast more of a druidic spell.
You could just use whatever your lowest level is. You just need a spell slot.
Okay.
It's not
Cool.
crazy.
Our
He
word
does it.
kill.
As he says the spell, you hear a very different tone, a more earthy, primordial tone come out of him, and it's a single phrase, and it's almost like sung, as it's very chest heavy. It carries throughout the house, and you can feel a bit of a shake in the house, and you know for certain back on the first floor that something has been revealed.
Alright.
before going down, Far's gonna want to look at what Mahua is looking at as well.
Dude, we touched the mirror, guys.
Jump in.
You see an opaque mirror that shimmers over time. You've never seen this before. And it is honestly I mean, it's strange why that would be on the opposite side of another mirror, but it's like fluid forms, how it's going between a solid and a liquid. Its fluidity is a bit concerning. That's
Is this
strange.
the faint magic he detected? Like, was it?
No, the faint magic was the runes that together now
Okay.
they make a full magic. This is super magic in the sense of like, no, that's a terrible description of it. No, this didn't trigger.
advanced magic.
This is Magic 64.
This didn't trigger any of your magic on your.
This is super magic sunshine.
Do you wanna trust me?
No.
This is this did not show up on your detect magic earlier, but your passive arcana tells you this is magical. So something that can defy a simple detect magic is a bit concerning.
Hey, Lucius, you got any idea what this is?
Can I make some kind of check to see if I have any idea what this is?
You don't know what it is.
Can I touch it?
He's like, this isn't your.
Can you
art,
touch
fuck
it?
you.
Do we
Yeah.
want to? I don't think that's
Sure.
a good idea.
You touch
See,
it?
Lucius
Don't
didn't
like
have
how-
the. Yeah, I touch it.
Don't like how
Lucius
I've
disappears.
got- Oh fuck! I don't. No. No.
Mirror World.
I don't want to do this.
I have 4 HP, so I might just.
I would say
fucking
we
die.
have no health. We got
Hey,
stuff to
I saw a big red button. I wanted to press it today. I wanted it to be me today.
do. Guys, do we?
It was always you, Adam.
Okay. That's a very big problem,
Yeah.
He's gone. You've lost your companion.
guys. I don't want to sound like an asshole here, but we already have enough on our hands with this 80 million people.
80 million and one.
Yeah. We both made the same joke. I was literally about to say the same thing.
Do we want to see
Said
what
this
that rune
before.
opens?
I said this before. I will say it again. I don't agree with this plan, but I can't just let him be fucking off, and I will touch the mirror.
God
disappear.
damn it! God damn it! Do we want to tell anyone where we're going before we do this?
Repeat of session 1 where we went to
Avalon is gonna
I
be
was
the
saying, does
only one.
Evelyn have like a message spell she can send out?
I have 12 HP and no spell slots, guys.
4 and 2 spell slots.
It's called speedrunning the end of the campaign, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I want you to know all the shit I prepared. I just threw it all out tonight. It's all fucking gone now.
I know.
It's all gone.
I figured.
It's all gone.
We're not gonna get to go to paths.
We're not.
All gone.
Damn it.
Do we? Are we going in, guys? Is this what we're doing now?
We want to at least check what happened downstairs before we leave.
That might not be a bad idea. We still need to grab Avalon.
No,
Let's
she-
go
I just-
downstairs.
She's
and at
with
least-
you.
I mean, yeah, I guess it would be, Far would be like, I'll be right back because he can just fly down.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are going to walk down 12 stories
Yep.
and then
We're
walk
on-
back.
Yeah,
It's
that's true. That's true.
So far, at the very bottom, inside that kitchen, where the rune was, the partial rune, it is no longer there. And in the floor now is a perfectly rectangular cutout that looks like almost earth was removed from it. And inside you see an adamantite box there, like a safe, embedded into the ground,
Bars.
leaves all around.
does it look like I have a hinge? Can he open it or
Yep.
can he remove it? I don't know if it's
Yep.
like built in. So
It seems like almost laid down there, but not easy enough to lift. It's extremely heavy, but there's just a lever to open it up, and it opens up easy enough.
and he just opens it real quick.
You notice it's completely lined with lead on the inside. This was a type of teaching she taught you. This was a type of method she taught you in the past on how to hide magical artifacts from prying eyes. Inside here, what you see is I believe 3 items.
I'm really glad we did.
We have no idea what you're saying. Bro.
I'm
You're
really
gone.
glad we
I
went
think
back and
just
checked
go
that
in.
stuff, is my guess.
I'm really glad we. I said I'm really glad we checked that before we fucked off to Mirror World because this seems important.
My
Yeah.
God, everyone just assuming. I'm putting you in Lava World if you keep this up.
Reed,
Oh,
Reed,
no,
it's a literal
it's
mirror.
here.
It's a
It is
literal
a
mirror.
mirror.
I don't need
We
this.
set up the shadow people. It's all bad.
You can't blame me for thinking a mirror
I
takes us
can-
to Mirror World.
I can Ryan Johnson ruin anything I want. All right, I can.
Ryan Johnson is a talented director.
I don't give a shit. Just not for Star Wars movies. I don't
There's-
give a shit
there's
about all the
Ozymandias and there's
all the
Glass guy.
foreshadowing I've put in here, all the hints. I'll ruin it all. I'll ruin it all just to spite you. I don't give a shit.
You'll ruin it all.
I'm tired of everybody stealing my thunder all the time. God damn it.
Nah, you give a shit because then like later that night you're gonna be like, fuck. But it would have been so cool if it just did Mirror World.
All right. So anyway, you see inside there a monster tooth trinket, gold coins, a broken wand, and a letter that has been sealed with a seal that you do not quite recognize. It is that of symbology with a I would say a toad would probably be the best symbology to represent her seal.
Who is the letter addressed to? Is it just a blank envelope?
Well, it's sealed, so you'd have to undo the seal and then read if you're.
I didn't know if like on the outside where it's like this
Good
is
call.
for somebody.
Excellent. No, she would not have labeled this. No.
Okay. First he wants to do a check on all the other items. You know, see if they mean anything, if there's any anything residual on them, you know, what these coins, you know, he doesn't know her as someone who like needs money kind of thing. So like it's interesting that she stored these away here.
So first you pick up the coins, and as you look them over, they have symbologies of what looks to be this like vicious snake bearing its fangs. This is not currency that is used anywhere within Tabula Rasa. And there are 5 of these coins here.
He does just want to do a quick detect magic as he's kind of, you know, to see now that he knows that the lead isn't blocking it.
It appears that none of these items are magical except for the monster tooth trinket gives a very faint sense of a glow almost internally on the object.
Okay, so he's gonna like store the coins in a pouch.
Yep.
And even the monster tooth trinket is, if he doesn't recognize it right off the bat, you know, his friends just disappeared, so he's kind of in a bit of a hurry. And
as soon as you pick it up, you feel a shifting of almost like sand on the inside, a shifting of weight. Son of a bitch, they died! This was my moment! Apple, none! Wired headsets forever now! Just the absolute fury of having your headsets die in your role-playing moment. I've been there. Boy. I am so in love with the voice actor's voice. For
Data
Kratos.
Blad.
He's such a.
I was
he's
seeing-
so good.
I was seeing a lot of memes about people getting mad that when there's a puzzle, it gives you about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
Yeah.
It's so
It is
bad.
you get
so
it.
bad. Literally, you could just walk up and in the time you're like ingesting what they're trying to make you do. One of them go, "You could do this," and it's like, "Oh, well, thank you."
It's totally.
Atreus.
It's got to be a PS5 thing. It's got to be. Horizon did the same thing. It has to be something on the PS5's SSD is causing things to be answered too quickly. It's got to be because I with Horizon it was so bad in Horizon.
Bad in Horizon.
It was hilariously bad, and then to have it show up again in God of War is perplexing to me.
Wait, what? Sorry, I spaced out for a second. What was the issue with PS5? Because I'm playing Ragnarok on PS4, so I can confirm.
Whenever there's like a puzzle types thing,
There's a hint immediately, yeah.
You get about 30 seconds before you
Yeah.
get a hint about how to solve the puzzle.
Have you experienced that?
I don't think I've gone through enough of the puzzles in Ragnarok to say for sure.
You would fucking know. You would know. Literally, like, you'll walk up to something in the main campaign where you've been at this point.
I don't think I get a hint. I think I'm just a dumbass with the puzzles.
It'll be like you walk up to the. It's like you'll
Yeah.
walk up to the geysers in the dwarf place, and within 2 seconds, the trailers will go. I bet you could freeze those, or something like that. We're trying to get the other wheel moving.
I think the thing with the geysers, I think he said it like immediately, but I had already been like, okay, I can freeze this. I was already throwing my fucking axe when I got to the geysers.
Okay,
so.
okay, so it probably still does it then. It's just something
Because,
about the way they do
like
things.
this thing of water that is blocking my path. I wonder what I could do with it. It's like that's such an obvious thing. So
yeah,
I don't know. I'll confirm for you when I get further
definitely.
into
So
the
maybe
game.
not. So it sounds like it's not a PS5 thing. Fascinating. But
Yeah.
yeah, the side quests, I am enjoying those puzzles way more than the main quest puzzles. The main quest puzzles are so brute force binary because they have to be. And now that I started doing some of the side ones, it's more the stuff I was looking for. That it just like, I can literally turn my brain off on the main quest stuff, and I solved it. I don't know how I did that. It's just like, that's frustrating to me. Drew, can you hear?
Yes. On my phone now, but that's
Yes. Okay, I figured as much. Okay, so last off, as soon as you picked up the horn, the tooth, not a horn. I was thinking Ragnarok. You felt it like sand moving in between. It already had a strange weight differential problem. Is there anything you want to do about that? Like do with it, or it's fighting him again? Fucking give me on mute, you son of a... Trying to play!
all I can hear is Hydra talking. That is...
Oh, that 100% happens. I got you. Don't worry, I'll turn it down. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
Yep, that always happens on mobile. I got you.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to turn it down, though, right? Or I can stop it. Oh, did you already turn it down, or no?
Not yet. I'm trying to figure out how to on my phone.
Don't
Sorry.
worry about it on mobile. I'll just stop it. Yes.
Mobile
that
Discord
app's
interface
for now.
sucks.
Yes,
It's
that is a
horrible.
mess. Every time, like, I'll tune out when we're hanging out, and then I'll go on my phone to go go do other chores while everyone's on Discord after D&D. As soon as I log in, it's always it's like, why would you? Okay.
My ears.
Like,
Can you
I
hear
did not
that?
hear what you last said.
Okay, so the tooth, the what did I call it? The monster tooth trinket. As soon as you pick it up, you feel like almost like moving sand on the inside. It as you pick it up, change as your hand position change. You can feel the distribution of weight change. Do you do anything, or you just keep going?
Yeah, at the moment he's gonna keep it. He's not gonna play with anything.
Cool. Broken wand. It's like a Harry Potter wand, and it's just been like cracked in half.
Again, he's gonna pocket it and kind of move on to the letter. Does he recognize you said it was a toad. Does he recognize that from anything that she's talked about? You know.
She has absolutely had a affinity for toads in the past. They've been her little buddies, her friends, her pets. Some of her.
So I can
favorite
assume this
creatures
is a
to
letter,
interface.
this is her seal, not
Yes.
like someone else has given this letter to her. So yeah, he's
Yes.
gonna then open it then without
Without extreme guilt.
Toads are elite. Toads are the best.
Personally, I'm more of a fan of Koopas myself, but
I love seeing the Koopa memes now. They're so great.
I have cherished these happy times away from my prison. To be an outsider, not a monster, is the greatest gift. Even in my time, I have made friends. Who would have ever thought that to be possible? Thank you, Ingrid. You gave me this chance.
And there seems to be another druidic symbol on there. This one less magical and more a prayer.
Does he recognize it at all? or
It's her
you know, is it
handwriting,
written?
without a doubt. That is Seraph's handwriting. You've never heard Ingrid mentioned once. I gave you 4 plot hooks. Have fun.
So
At this time, yeah, he's gonna, you know, pocket it and, you know, kind of, he knows he's gotten what he came for. Now he's gonna fly back up to the top and join the rest of the group.
Okay. As all of a sudden flies up, you guys are about floor 6, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit! And you go start going back up as everybody else was going down, going back up. The 3
So
of
we have
you.
no way to contact anyone else, right, guys? None of us have a way to tell the the Herald, hey, or tell anyone who could contact Raleigh, hey, we're going into this thing.
Wait, was Avalon the third?
does Avalon have any spells?
Avalon's with
I
you.
can't pull it up. I can't pull up her page.
I don't
I've been
care.
trying to look. It
She's
won't
not
work,
helpful.
so.
She's in a fog
Yeah.
right now. She ain't here.
She's just
She
out of
can't
it.
help you.
We're gonna go into the void, and
All right,
we'll
well, might as well. I'm gonna touch it.
I take
Gone,
full
disappear.
responsibility. I'm happy with my decision.
What else we got?
Little fucking chaos gremlin.
Kaelin's gonna wait for Far to get up here. Oh, he's already up
Yeah,
there.
he's already there. Yeah.
Lucius needs
He'll-
to fuck around and find out more. So that's
Here we
what I'm
go.
doing.
I guess we'll touch it. I guess
All right, you touch it. You
the
disappear.
void.
Var.
Also touches it.
He disappears. And Avalon stands there like, okay. And she touches it and goes with your group.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that is where we will take our first break.
I can't wait to get the inevitable DM tomorrow morning from Hops. Like, hey, did I miss anything last night? Yeah, we went to Mirror. Oh,
What, you just keep assuming. We're back. What? What's not? Oh, me. Get him out of here.
Get him out.
All right, we're back.
Music's banging though.
What up?
Okay.
Surf's up, dude.
All of you feel this roller coaster ride. Your stomach is in your mouth. Your brain feels like it's leaving your body. Your entirety of your being is being torn and twisted in many different ways, and it is a otherworldly experience, difficult to truly describe the depths of this absolute strangeness, the foreignness of these feelings and effects. But finally, all these snap together just as you felt like you would break apart. The group, you find yourself all together inside what looks to be maybe a 10 by 10 stone room. There's just a singular mirror on the wall behind you.
I hated that entire feeling. That was awful.
And there's a door directly across from it. The door itself is of steel, metal.
Lucius, we've had an awful day already with making deals with things we don't know. Why did you decide to touch something we don't know then?
I got nothing.
Yeah, you're explaining this to the Herald when we get back.
If you do it again, we're not going to come get you.
Yeah, I'm with Bar on this one.
Question: was there like
I don't know. I would probably.
Was the same amount of time between me going in the portal and them going in the same amount of time I've been here without them, or was it longer?
It was about maybe. Yeah, it was almost instantaneous. They came behind you almost instantaneously.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's not good, boys.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good.
So the mirror on the wall. Does it look like a normal mirror, or?
I'm gonna touch the mirror. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Do you want to touch the mirror?
I'm gonna look at it. Does it look like
looks
the way we
looks
got
like
it in
the
here?
one? It does. It does.
We just keep touching it.
If we touch it, though, there's a chance it just takes us back out and we can leave.
You want to?
I'm gonna look
I was
back.
gonna, I think that's our best shot rather than going out. That's how we came in.
Touching it. Far gave me the go ahead. I trust Far mostly.
I was also gonna touch it.
Ah, shit.
The satisfaction on your face when you said that.
When will you learn? Your actions have consequences. We can just undo it. We can just undo it.
We can just stop it. We can change it.
What's wrong
We
with
can go
this
back.
stream?
Honestly, I thought it was gonna make it worse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I could have.
But Abel would have done that.
It
Just
takes
Abel,
us back to
Abel
Cinder.
doesn't know he's in a game, so Abel's like, maybe that's just a way out. Like,
Yep, it's a door.
maybe that's the exit.
Yeah, it's reasonable. It's reasonable to believe, but I'm a cruel to him.
So we have two
Not as close as
doors.
it could have been, because that could have made it worse.
There, so we've got two doors, one steel and one not, right?
One's
Is that what you said?
one's an opaque mirror.
Ah, okay.
All right.
So
Well,
we-
Technically,
There's
on your
nothing
map
else
right
in the
now,
room?
that other door would you'd get your Resident Evil map up, and it'd be locked, and you'd be like, "Oh no, it looks like I have an illusion of choice now."
Is the door locked?
It locks from inside where you are.
Oh, that's not concerning at all.
Far opens the door.
Bar opens the door. As you open the door, settles. You look out, and inside it's almost like a church, a temple of some sort, stones inlaid all around. And you can see almost casting shadows and darkness all to your left. Why am I hearing that? Oh, it's probably Drew. It's fine. To the left. You're doing your very best. You might have to mute your microphone. To your very left, all the different. It looks like this magical darkness that you are somewhat familiar with, but this has a different twist, a different take on it. It's not completely pitch black. It's not. There's a little transparency to it. You can make out bits and bobs of it. It's just a heavy, almost like a cloud of darkness. And then to the right side of this door you're coming in, you get the sense of potentially this is not an entrance. You're coming in almost like out of a bathroom into an area. To the right side, you see instead a singular chair. And next to that chair, an entire little table with all sorts of items and objects and utensils. And then against the back wall, it's not looping. How can I set a mood if it's not looping?
How can I DM without my music?
No, that's literally me. I can't tell you how many sessions I've had like almost panic attacks because my music bot got sniped by YouTube right before I started, and I was like, fuck, I need a new one, I can't
It
do
was
it.
very funny. Yeah, he was cycling through like 6 of them before he found one that worked. It was really fun.
That's amazing.
That happened again.
Yeah, I know.
But for the college campaign.
You can't use YouTube. You can't just type in links on YouTube anymore. It's all over. YouTube cracked down on that.
Fuck YouTube.
So, well, no, somebody ruined it. They were not making money off it. They were selling it as a service to play music, which is literally, there's a thing called YouTube Music. So they were literally trying to use YouTube, steal their service and make their own money off of the hosting fees that YouTube pays. So, like, I'm not that angry about YouTube on that one. It's super annoying, but it's greedy other people ruined it. It was cool. Everything was cool for a while. Anywho.
I would like to check for traps.
No, I'm not done. I'm not done yet.
He's describing.
You can. Go ahead and make an investigation check, though. You can do that while I continue my describing.
But you can only check the parts he's described.
21.
Yes.
To your very right, though, across from the chair against what looks to be a giant rock wall, etched just like, think of Game of Thrones and Storm's End by the throne. You know how Daenerys has that, like, that rock that's almost angled. It almost looks like an arrowhead. It sits on its side and it's wave.
Wait, Storm's End or Dragonstone? Never mind.
Dragonstone. You're completely right. You're right. I confused Storm's End with Dragonstone. I meant Dragonstone.
Sorry,
It's because the Baratheons were at Dragonstone and held out and stuff. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah, it's weird.
Stannis was there. Anyway, and both the confusion and then in the show and then okay. Anyway, doesn't matter.
You're good.
Doesn't matter. And there's a singular individual that is held up to the wall. There's a little rope pegged in. There's like a climbers pegged in, and they're just hanging there. They appear to be unconscious. All they are in is undergarments and a very plain tunic that is stained with sweat and blood, and they're just hanging there. You're trapped. The place does appear to be trapped. It looks like all the tiles on the floor have magical arcane traps that are very obvious to you.
All of them?
All of them.
Oh.
Thank God
Thank God you looked.
Can you imagine somebody like walks in and they start tripping and they just activate like every single trap?
Okay, Dexman, let's not make
Yes,
it.
Hunter. Imagine.
Yeah,
Imagine what they just described. Imagine if they did it twice. Imagine if this becomes a continuous response to any time I put magical traps in front of Anperth and Ganu. Just imagine such a crazy possibility in this universe.
I think a funnier idea for a trap is a wall that smashes, except there's 3 different levers, and you don't tell which one turns it off. And then you turn one off, and the one guy's like, yeah, we're good. Let's walk.
I'm glad you found that amusing as well.
It was a very fun sequence.
Very good. Oh, God. Lord.
Okay, it's turned off. We're good. I throw an arrow. God damn it. Okay, I look again. Okay, we found another level. I turn it off. Okay, I'm gonna throw another arrow. Bang! God damn it!
I grow more powerful every time Juan describes him enjoying the other campaign. It's terrific.
It has its moment. This has its moments.
That's all I need. That's all I need. Oh my God. All right. What are
Does
we
the
doing?
individual see us?
No.
Or is it like
They
They're not
appear
unconscious.
unconscious. They appear unconscious from whatever torture they have been suffering.
I make the
Race
quiet
are they?
motion to everybody.
What like species or race are they?
Tough to tell from this distance. Stuff is obscured. Things look wacky and wonky in here. There's like almost this constant moving cloud of sorts.
Like,
On this side, though, it seems more like purplish and
blue.
Oh, that's
purple,
not
no,
a
I
good
take purple.
color.
I take purple back because I knew as soon as blue green aura, kind of star-like, kind of like the northern
They
We
lights.
can say the word purple world's like,
Ah! Yeah, no.
You realize? Do you realize my heart went from like 80 beats per minute to like 120 for a second there, and then back down when you were like, "It's not purple. It's not purple." I'm sorry.
This is,
You have ruined the color purple for us. How do you
I've
feel?
made
Purple
the
is still
color
my favorite
purple.
color.
Purple's
Okay,
so-
wait a minute.
Okay, so
that's-
Lucius informs us that the ground is trapped. Yes,
He
Adam?
does, yeah.
I like point them out. I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want to wake up the person.
Yeah, but he said it's every one, right? So it's like there's no...
yeah.
I spend like 30 seconds pointing to every single fucking floor tile.
That is hilarious, and I am going
That's
to
fun.
describe that because all of a sudden,
Yeah.
like they're like, it's like which ones are trapped, and with your 4 HP, barely alive, it says just like this. Whoo! And you're like, okay, that one. Whoo! Oh, that one too. Whoo! That one 3. Whoo! What the fuck's happening? Whoo!
Yeah.
Stop it, Lucius.
Yes.
Whoo! Oh my! Are all of them? Whoo! It's all of them, isn't it? Whoo! As he just continues to point out, even though he's not hooing, I just like that vision really well. As everyone else is just like, what? What? It just goes from like, okay, cool, nice job, good job, teammate. Stop it, teammate.
That's it.
Stop it, teammate.
Does it seem like there is any way, like maybe along the walls, to like make my way over to this guy who's hung up on the wall? Maybe like climbing.
There
There's,
are
like,
there are
wood, like,
absolutely
shimming.
beams on the walls. There are absolutely
I-
structural beams on the walls and statues. They all look angelic in form. These statues, different types of just generic marbleized angelic statues line the walls.
I would like to use my divine sense
Mhm.
to see if there is any celestial, fiend, undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. I have 4 more uses of this.
I would say, given the circumstances, oh wait, is it just a sense? It's just a feature.
Yeah, as an action, you can detect good and evil until the end of my next turn. You can sense anything affected by the hollow spell or know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet.
Nah, given the circumstances, no. You're good.
Okay,
Not
just checking.
things.
Okay, if I could probably make my way along the wall over to see what's going on with this person, but
Better you than me.
yeah.
Bar wants to pull out something out of his pack, maybe a mess kit, and
Yep.
throw it into the room and see if any traps trigger before it hits the ground specifically.
Okay. As soon as you throw it, as it goes into the air, it's slowly descending, almost like it's in slow motion, but even slower than slow motion. It's not 50; it's like 10% as it's slowly going down to the ground.
Is it still maintaining the velocity in the direction he threw it, or is it just hitting the patch it's falling and going straight down? That's a really terrible question. I'm sorry.
Little of both. No, that was good. A little of both. It's losing a little velocity. It looks like every time it crosses another tile, it feels like it slows down. It doesn't go as far as it was originally. Its trajectory was, but it's not speeding up the falling down process. You probably have 15 to 20 seconds before that'll hit the ground. Is there anything you want to do in that time, or do you want to do the hardest thing to do in D&D?
Wait.
That's
While-
really
while
centered
we
on my
see-
mouth tonight. My God.
Yeah. While we see it slowly falling, Killian just wants to kind of hop in place and see if on the way down if he's affected by that same slowness or if it's just this item off in the room. Wherever we're standing, you want to see if it's a feature of this place.
Yeah, you're in the
entire
entryway.
place?
No, you
Yeah.
jump like normal.
Okay.
You should rise and fall
Yeah,
like
so-
normal.
okay,
Where you are
okay,
right now.
okay.
You're on the steps. You're on a.
Able-
What is
Okay.
that? The steps before you go into a house called?
Foyer.
No. Yes, that's a
Parlor.
room. What?
Parlor.
No, it's not a room. It's like the area right before you enter the house, right? The porch
Porch.
area, the stairs. It's kind of like
Yeah.
you're on a porch. It's a porch. It's like a stoop.
Okay.
Stoop kid went off a stoop. All right.
Abel will just stick his hand in the room and see if his hand gets slowed down at all.
You feel your hand begin to slow down, and I need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom. Okay, that's not terrible. 21.
21 save. You take half of 50 points of lightning damage.
I'm dead. Oh, I'm down. I take
you guys see he puts his hand out and it immediately jumps up. He's like, oh, it is slow. You hear this like crack of lightning. It goes right into him. His armor conducts and down. He just
where
goes
the
down.
lightning comes from?
The ground. You can actually literally
Okay,
see
so
the
just-
rune.
okay.
You can literally see it glows even like a yellow rune now.
Is it disarmed now?
Maybe.
I am now.
Your friend
I'm
is
now
on the ground unconscious.
Yeah, Kidlin's gonna use,
Adeline goes and heal. You're healed. 4.
1d8 plus 4, I
Sick.
think, or 5.
6
I was gonna
points
use-
of healing. Heal on
alive.
hands, cure on hands, wounds on hands, cures on the. You're up.
Yeah, you're up. You're up. That's yep. DM says you're up. You're up.
Final
There you
say.
go. Yep. Does she have a spell slot? I don't give a shit.
All
Not
right.
anymore. I don't.
Okay.
Can we send a
Okay,
message? Can we send a message? I don't know how messages work. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was a
Someone
mistake,
just got. Yeah. Someone just got knocked by the trap. Ah, she can get him up. It's that easy.
What is? Did we close the door behind us, or are we still holding it
The
open?
door's still open. Yeah, you're kind of just like leaning in the hallway right now. Some of you guys are like, "Ooh." All right, Far, just
you
looking in there like, I'm not sure I really want
You
to commit
think-
to leaving this room yet.
okay? So we can just wait to see what happens if this thing hits the ground. But
I think we should go in the other room, wait for it to hit the ground, and then come out in
we
case
need to see.
there's like collateral.
Is there another room or no? It's just one door, right?
Yeah,
No,
no,
he's saying-
he's trying to
he's
say,
saying-
like,
yeah.
go back where you guys
should-
came
yeah.
from, close the door while the thing's falling.
Yeah, just so that if it hits the ground and explodes, we don't all just go "Ugh," and die.
Yeah, we don't get TPK.
I'll step into the other room then. Man. Might as well.
Moore's like, make a
This is a
point.
good point.
All right, do you all
Um,
retreat back into the room and close the door? You have like 3 seconds before it hits the ground.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Fine. Yeah, you know what? I'll go with the group. Fine.
All right, everybody retreats in, closes the door, and as soon as you close the door, you can hear on the other side.
Oh,
Back.
Can we,
man.
can
Go
we
back
try to
in.
slowly open the door and peek back in?
You slowly open the door and peek back in. On the ground, you can see 5 different tiles on the ground where there's about like 180. About 5 of these have that same yellow glow like the previous one just did. You know, that when Abel put his hand out and got shocked. But those they're glowing and you can see them right now. And the other one, it seems like that really bright glow is slowly fading on the one that Abel touched before whatever just happened.
You
Is
guys
there
have
a
a way
check to see, you know, are these normal traps that like we've seen or heard of before?
You can make an investigation check. Or that'd be history. It'd probably be history.
Can
I would prefer history, but
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah, do a history. Because you
25.
asked me if you were recalling. I feel like you guys have come across arcane traps similar to this with the 25. It is something that has clearly been demonstrated as some sort of pressure. You enter a zone and a trap goes off. It's reminiscent of AoE type of evocation magic, and the floor seems to be littered with these. Also, passive perception, as you look back at the door, Far, you do see a giant, like, singe, like lightning strike singe on the door. That's an FYI.
It was a good idea to go back in there.
That was a good idea. Go team.
Can I? Go ahead. Sorry.
Do you guys think you can like dispel this stuff, or are we just gonna have to figure out a way around it?
I'm wondering if I can cast Detect Magic to see if there's a possible path through the tiles. If like
That's a
some
really
of
cool
them,
idea. Do you want to do that?
But unfortunately, every single tile is trapped,
Yeah.
so there is no path through.
Yeah, sure. I have 2 first level spell slots left. I'll use one of them.
Okay.
Screw it.
When you do detect magic, it feels way more than it normally does. As you cast a spell, it is overwhelming you with the power and energy present in such a cast. You're blind. The entire room's magical. Everything is magical.
I would have used identify, but I have to touch it.
You basically just did the skybox thing where you step in like Call of Duty Zombies and everything goes white and you're like, ah! That is 100% what just happened, and you are blind for at least a minute. I'm gonna say.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. You're not blind for a minute, but it is like, oh. You're gonna be seeing spots once you drop this magical spell.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so we know there has to be probably like a limit to how high up this thing goes, because we could throw those items and didn't set off until it touched, right? Because he just threw that and that thing did not get set off until it touched the ground. And Abel got shocked by just sticking his hand out. Did the item that he threw, did that go higher than wherever Abel's hand went? Or was it like in the same roughly like
it went
window
higher.
of
It went higher.
Okay.
Initially went higher. It's
Wait. Is this a hallway or room?
Room. Big room. Everything's obscured to your left. To your right, you have the sense of this single individual of interest. You have no escape. So you're in my world now. And you now have to solve this new puzzle instead of the cool fun one I had developed for you guys and all the other cool stuff we were doing. Now we're doing
Now we're doing the scary puzzle.
This.
We're doing the scary puzzle with the lightning room.
But the chair with like the table of trinkets dead center.
No, it's like push against the very edge of the right side there. So this would be almost like an altar if you've ever been inside a church. It's kind of like the altar that was sitting in a church. It's the centerpiece is where sermons might be held. That's the structure of what you can envision this as. So like all the floor tiles, like if you could just make it, I don't know, 80 feet, you could just hop on over there. If you could just jump unencumbered 80 feet, no problem. You wouldn't have to touch a single tile. The ending, the solution, it's right there. The end of your journey is within sight.
Ree, let me get this straight. This is a room that is cloaked in darkness.
On the left side.
There's shadows.
Oh.
And there's an altar in there.
There may be.
There's an altar of shadows.
Oh shit. Oh my god, it was a red herring.
We're not done. We're not done.
I want you to
I just
know.
wanted to make that joke.
You may have made that joke and put things better and quicker together than others in other campaigns. It's no fault of their own.
Redesigning his encounter. Okay, I have to make sure it's a minimum of 80 feet because that's the highest one dumbass in this party can jump. So now they have to force to solve it my way.
You never know.
Redoing the calculations on everybody's mobility.
Yeah. Okay. So I feel like there might be a window there where it doesn't quite go as high up. The trigger.
Okay.
I'm not going in there again.
Do we want to try it? I mean, I don't know. Well, this is probably very bad.
Wait, was Farley the only one to notice the lightning signature on the door? Or did we all see it?
It wasn't a sigil. It was a stain.
It was a singe. It was a singe.
Singe. Thank you.
What did I say?
Lightning bolt.
You said singe. He said singe.
Okay, never mind.
Oh,
I thought he said sigil. That's why. That's what I thought he said. Excuse me.
Do we want to risk summoning
I think Echo
Shadow Friend and see?
I think it's worth a try because you can always keep bringing him back. Although he might not like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And sorry, the thing that Far threw in, it like did it if you said he threw it higher, did it immediately start slowing down, or was it like once it reached a certain height?
As soon as it went over the first tile, it immediately changed its velocity and its speed. Its velocity is speed. That's redundant. Jesus, I took the same class as you. Fuck.
They are.
It immediately changed its speed. This is why
meters per second.
This is why I got a D and he got an A. It's very obvious in physics too.
No, but
when I
casted my
casted
my detect magic, I got the sense that this was just magical and not artifice, right?
Absolutely.
It's very clear.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
This is very much inherently magical, not artifice.
Fuck.
How tall is the doorway? Like, is that a normal sized door that we're looking out?
Yes, it's a normal-sized doorway, but you guys are, to your immediate right, are those angelic statues I discussed. Those are right there,
Okay.
and they're on each side of the rooms on the very edges. I'll just draw a fucking map. I didn't
I
expect
have
you to be-
I have a horribly terrific idea.
Okay.
We
Spill
throw the mirror into the room.
Okay. Why?
I don't know.
It's affixed to the wall. It's not
Oh,
like a
is it?
little
Damn.
mirror you can pull off. This looks very different
So,
than the mirror you guys
so
have in the other
am I
room.
summoning our friend and we're risking that? Is that the play?
Well, are you gonna like summon him over there?
I was gonna summon him here, and then I can kind of watch as he makes his way over there.
Because I think whatever that fucking idiot does, we should be in the room.
Hey, I don't think we should make any assumptions about his intelligence level right now. But yeah, so we.
Yeah, why not?
I think we should have him test the height too. Like, is it?
Well, my thought was I was gonna have him climb up the wall, the statue and over the beams over there. That was my thought.
I guess.
Because above table, he has my same athletic stats, so it'd be the same as me trying to go.
Okay, I guess I want to wait for it to be drawn, just because. Is the tiles like right out the door? Or is there like a little bit of a gap, then tiles, and that's like, that's where the statues are. So.
You got it. One improv map coming up.
Let's not die in the room of death.
Does anyone
Hey,
have
we-
any rope?
Yeah.
Nope.
I would definitely have rope.
Did
Do
you
I
take
have
it in your
rope?
equipment for your starting equipment, Adam?
I don't have rope.
You can have.
Yeah, did you take any equipment or did you take money?
Yeah, let's say which did you get?
I got so much like shit. Like excluding the shit Reed gave me. As artificer, I just got a bunch of shit.
Was one of them rope?
Yeah, was one of them rope.
I have rope.
Could I borrow the rope for a bit?
Alright.
Yeah, I got 50 feet. I have 50 feet of rope. Yeah, but I got like a hammer. I got a crowbar. I got a pitton. I didn't really even know what a pitton was until I looked it up. But, yeah, I got so much.
Yeah, looking at your D&D inventory. What the fuck's a pin?
A mitten? No, a pin. A mitten? Dude, if I have to repeat myself one more time.
No, yeah.
Myself, I will kill you.
All right. I'll take a picture. What the fuck am I doing? I don't.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
can
know.
put you to the core shit
entirety
you
of the
had
puzzle.
planned.
Because we made the decision. This is our game. We made the bad
Should
decision.
have just let Lucius die.
I made the bad decision. Cheers.
We should have just let Lucius just fuck off and die.
Yeah, I don't know how I
But
would have
Abel
felt about
wouldn't
that.
have.
That would have been tough as a DM to try and figure that out.
Abel wouldn't have let that happen.
We go back to Ralia in the city. She's like, where's the owl boy? He's gone. We have no idea.
He touched a mirror and disappeared, and we really
Yeah,
felt like we were on a time crunch.
Yeah,
so.
we felt like this was a bit more important. Really.
She's like, "You're not wrong, but I feel a little bad." It's just the map.
How's that feel?
I don't think Ralia would feel bad.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think she really feels.
the
But yeah.
circles. The circles are the giant angelic statues at the edges of the walls. You guys are coming, like you're facing from where I've drawn it. You've entered from the mirror, and you guys are out where that little black squiggle is. That's the porch that you're standing on right now in this room. And those are all the tiles. Left where the squiggles are. This is amazing hearing. I'm sure the audio listeners are loving this. Where those are, that's all the stuff shrouded in shadow. The altar that is labeled altar, the circle is where the individual is, and I drew like a quick chair and table where the instruments are. That is the look. That's the general idea and layout.
Okay.
The altar area just doesn't have tiles.
Seemingly, from what we know.
I think it's worth it to summon your shadow buddy and see if he can get over the altar.
Do you summon your echo?
I'm going to try.
It doesn't work.
Bug goes and stands back by the mirror.
I knew something would go wrong. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
he's,
Par, what did you just say?
Doesn't matter. I thought it was going to go in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, he's He's a bit busy right now, apparently.
You actually feel like
Not good.
you don't feel like it's busy. You feel like you have lost your connection to him.
He does not tell him that. No. that's a thing for Dylan to worry about. Not them.
What do you mean? He's busy.
He's not showing up.
Bring him out.
I'm trying to get him to show up, and he's not.
All right. Well, what's our next best option?
I think we just jump in.
Let's just jump
Let's
in.
just jump into the room.
Let's just jump in.
So is there a
Let's
way
just go.
we can like climb kind of up? Is there like indents in the wall behind us? Any way to like climb up this on this patio, like on the wall to maybe?
I've
work
already
our way
told you
over?
there are beams up the wall.
Yeah,
There's,
I'm just making
along
sure.
the way the styling
Yes.
is. There's beams, but it's like 20 feet between the beams. They're not meant to be climbed on. They're meant to be structural beams. But you're a dirty adventurer, so you make the decision on what gets climbed on or not.
So, Killian,
I have a pittance, so I can make climbable things.
I also have an idea. But what were you saying, Drew?
Now I gotta look it up.
So
it's
on
like-
on the stoop, we can like see the ceiling above us. It's not like okay. Then yeah, Fire is going to wild shape and just fly straight up.
Good idea. Good
Yeah.
detail. You're able to fly straight up. Good. Yes.
Now, how do I get up there?
Yeah, we have a Killian
you're
seeing.
already at the top right now. You can feel as you get up higher and higher, the air gets more and more difficult to breathe up here. But it's still enough. It almost feels like there's an extreme change of altitude, which is wild. But okay, whatever.
How far up does it go? Just
Oh, like only like 150 feet or so.
That's quite high.
It's really taller. It almost is like deceptive on how
Kinda
short
like
the
a-
ceiling was.
It's kind of like a funhouse mirror.
Yeah.
Don't fucking. You're on a razor edge right now. All right, water boy. You're on a razor's edge.
I literally saw the light in your eyes leave when I made that joke.
Killian would like to try to tie some of the rope Mahua gave to him to an arrow and see if he can shoot it up into the ceiling to make
Straight
like
up?
a rope for the group to climb. Yeah, straight up for like those of us without magic.
Yep.
We can climb up.
Done. You shoot up. It sticks in the ceiling.
Dick. Okay, so that's at least one way for us to go up, but Alright, I can go. If you guys want. Yeah, fuck it, I'll go. He'll climb up.
Okay, you climb up.
Abel
Takes you
will
a
follow
while.
up, but he's gonna stay behind.
Same with Abel. The two of you are Kratos climbing up right now. Not using your legs at all. I refuse.
Yes.
Okay.
None.
Okay. You make it to the very tippy top where you have a wild-shaped Far flapping his wings. I imagine it has to be some creature with wings. Just chilling, taking in the city.
Welcome to God of War / Uncharted.
Yeah, God of
Now we
Uncharted.
get to climb everywhere.
Yep. Just
Okay. So I've got like 13 more arrows. If we want to use those to like test, but
at the top, Fire like on wild shapes and takes out the stupid pirate outfit that we no longer need and throws it.
yeah.
let's go.
As soon as you throw it forward, in like the very sense where as soon as that crosses that threshold, the tiles on the bottom of the floor, it's immediately affected by the slow, and it's slowly falling.
But it's not being struck out of the air by lightning.
No.
Yeah, but neither was the mess kit until it hit the ground, but Abel was.
That's true.
It could just be. What if it's just like living things?
Is there anything else up here? You know, you said is there beams going across? You know, is there, now that we're at the top, is there anything we could see that we couldn't see from the bottom?
Would
I can
anybody
roll
else
perception
like to
if you would
try?
like.
Yeah,
Other
go ahead and
than-
roll perception check, you group.
Our group?
Yeah, do the rest of us up here need to roll that? Yeah,
Those that are up
okay.
top, I apologize. I said the group. I meant those three, the group of you
oh,
that
yeah.
are up top.
That's what I meant as well, but 6.
17.
Heights are
30.
high. C is nice. Sea level's good. Abel.
Sea level good.
Alrighty.
We're definitely not in the ocean, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious, bud.
As you're hanging 150 feet off the ground in full plate armor.
Maybe we
With
should.
very,
Yeah.
very difficult to breathe.
It's a great workout.
That's true.
You're able to sweating profusely. Oh, this looked a lot easier in my head. Fuck.
But I can't be encumbered by water, so the sweat's doing nothing to me.
Not how that works. Not at all how that works. Oh my god.
I know, I'm just fucking with you.
I know. Oh, I love it. How to say this? You notice the wear of the beams looks to be utterly different above each of the marble statues. And against that of the walls, like that are tight to the walls. Any of the beams that are crossing above seem to have some sort of wear to them. They look more eroded away, not rotten, but eroded away in their structure. They literally, you can see inches of difference between the beams up top, depending on whether or not they're over tiles or not.
What did Far roll for that, by the way?
A 30.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that would do it.
This sounds like the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire right now, by the way. This is the...
I think it is.
This is great. This is great.
Would you like to phone a friend? No, I got this. It's Calgary. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Calgary! Ah! Sorry.
That dude who called his dad just be like, I'm winning $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Five
it.
coldest people ever.
So,
Okay.
does Far convey that to the rest of us who are up here with him?
Yes.
So, do we feel like that means we should walk across? Because these beams, with the way Abel got struck when he put his hand up, did it seem like it just went straight up into his hand, like from the ground, or like it arced out towards him?
It could look like it came out from the ground toward him.
Well, I mean, like just straight up least path, or like kind of a bit of a path, just to like make sure it hits him.
Passive least resistant to get to his finger.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like we should just try walking across and see if the beams get struck by the lightning instead of us.
Walking across? What do you mean by that? Remember, the beams go all the way into the ceiling. There's no way to like get on top of them. There's no catwalks.
Okay,
These are
sorry.
structural beams.
I was assuming it was just like beams.
There's little
makes sense.
beams that have that are flat against the wall, that are flush to the wall. There's a little bit of footing in there that's maybe like a foot or two depth because of how big these beams are. That you might be able to do something there, but anything on the ceiling itself is like embedded into the ceiling, and that's where you can see those differences of height on the beams.
Okay.
So we could shimmy along the walls on top of those beams and, have not direct below us the tiles, like a beam in between.
It would stand to reason. Yes, most likely.
I was going to try that. He'll be like, I'm pretty good on health. Let me try going, along here. He's gonna, back against the wall, or maybe even wild shape into something tiny like a rat, and kind of just like walk along and see what happens.
As a rat, as you've now gone back, because from what you described, you said you went back against the wall, like where you guys came, went on top of that beam, and as a rat, start walking on that beam across, right?
Yep.
It's easy. You're a fucking rat. There's plenty of space. No problem. No encumbrance.
But
no slowing down.
It doesn't trigger anything. I'm not getting shot. Okay.
Nope, not a thing.
All right.
And so he's gonna go around and see if he can go around the corner. Does the beam continue?
You're good. Yes, the beam does. Yep. It literally goes all the way up to the side of that altar.
Far continues to solve every puzzle the group has single-handedly.
But at least this one took some time.
Yeah, this one took us some time.
This is a good puzzle.
Reed's getting better. He's
This wasn't like we showed up. He's like, "Oh, I cast this spell," and Reed's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, we had to investigate.
This was earned. This was earned.
Okay. Abel, if you want to go ahead and make your way back down, I can just wait up here for him to come back.
All right.
They could just slide down.
No, that I don't want that rope burn.
They don't let you in God of War, so you gotta sit through his dumbass animation as he goes down the rope if you ever
I'm taking
decide
my
to go
time.
down the rope.
But you slide down the
I'm the
chains.
brink of
Yeah,
death.
you slide down the chain. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to give
Okay.
myself rope burn and fall and die. Okay.
That just sounds like little bitch boy
The
to
rope
me.
burn would probably kill me, honestly.
Remind me again who killed Harkin and who didn't.
I thought you were supposed to be a champion in ass sweep.
Yeah. Where's the fuck the water at?
Why are
I
you
don't-
guys fighting?
This isn't a fight. This is just a fucking
You're
squibble.
just
Okay.
yelling at
can we
each
still see
other
the
like.
person?
And it's getting progressively louder too because Abel's
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
down. So
Yeah.
I have to yell louder and louder.
D6
I don't think
inspiration
champions are.
to Killian
Yeah.
and Abel.
Yeah.
I don't think champions are supposed to be bested by ropes.
Put some water on this rope and I'll give it the business.
Wait, can we still see the?
All right, Percy Jackson.
The person on the
Fucking
wall.
Literally, that's what-
even.
Oh, do you like Percy Jackson too, Hunter?
I love Percy Jackson.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
She loves Percy Jackson as well. So she is super,
Hell yeah.
and so is Ryan. So now it's like I seem like I have to read Percy Jackson now. It seems like
You
this is going to be
haven't?
a
For a second-
as a kid, I never read it. So and
For
then
a
I tried as
second-
an adult, and I was like, it aged
Okay,
very
that's understandable.
hard,
Yeah.
hard on
I
For
me.
a
mean, it's
second,
made
I thought
for
you were going
middle
to say you were
schoolers.
into it. And I was like, how did you
No.
not know? You guys have known each other for so long. How did you not know? Though, to be fair, I just learned that both me and John like Doctor Who, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's. I
Didn't-
couldn't remember. I think you geeked out with Ryan about Percy Jackson at one point. I just couldn't remember. It's one of those
yeah.
other fandoms that just doesn't come up often.
Yeah.
You just
Abel
don't be part of
is
the fandom.
accidental.
Just enjoy stuff on your own.
Abel is accidental Percy Jackson. For sure.
Right on.
Okay.
Right on. I don't know what that means yet, but someday I might.
Don't worry about
He's a son of Poseidon.
Yeah.
What else are we doing, guys? All right, back on track after that beautiful.
it. R is
Oh,
going to the place, and Killian's still up at the top, waiting for Far to come back.
Adam,
we-
you've
can
tried
we
to
see
say
the
something
dude?
4 times. Yeah, okay. Yes,
Yeah.
you can see him. Yep, still there. It's unchanged. Hasn't moved.
With these two idiots fucking yelling at each other, he's still unconscious, seemingly, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Far.
When Lucius was pointing out traps, were there any on the altar they pointed out? Was it just the tiles around it?
It was just the tiles around it.
I wouldn't have been able to check the altar anyway. I don't think I would have to get closer to it.
How far away would the altar be from the stoop?
80 feet from the stoop.
Okay.
As you're just
Um,
turning the corner, you begin to hear a whistle.
Can I discern where it's coming from?
Sounds like it's coming from that darkness that you can't really see that well through. It seems like something's walking closer to you. The whistling's getting louder. All of you guys hear it as well.
And that
Oh,
darkness that's the squiggly part on the left?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So who's still at the?
You can hear boots now as it gets closer, clanking metallic.
Who's still at like the? We didn't go up. Was it just me, Evelyn, and?
I'm
And
not up
Mahua.
there,
Yeah,
so-
you guys are down there.
Avalon is
I
staying
kinda-
in that room.
Abel is halfway down the rope, still yelling at Killian.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like at this point we've stopped yelling.
All right, I'm gonna like go back in the room, I guess, to like
Okay.
hide from this person that's.
Oh
coming.
yeah,
I'm gonna-
I'll bring Evelyn.
Yeah, we're gonna
into
carry
your-
Evelyn. Like if Como
Avalon
says
never left
Evelyn.
the room. She's like in the NPC
Yeah.
mode of just like, this is not safe. I am not allowed to leave the threshold.
If Abel gets down fast enough, Killian's
He
gonna
does.
like grab the rope and pull it up to where it's just him up there with this rope, so
he
that
does not.
it doesn't seem like that there's just trying to hide all evidence of them being here right now.
You got it.
Best he
Okay.
can. And he'll
Cool.
continue to hug the wall and put up his darkness cloak to just try to be like, I'm not here. I'm not real.
Okay.
Do not perceive me.
Give me stealth checks, Killian and Paul.
I figured.
Killian and who?
Paul.
Okay.
Dirty 20. Wait, my dex went up, actually. That's a 21.
Oh wait, he
That's
didn't
sick.
cast after that trace.
Yeah, he did.
I'm soy boying right now.
I just rolled really good. For me. That might not be good enough, but who knows?
Cheers, not looking good.
Yeah. He's a rat on the wall.
You're
Can't
muted.
hear you, you're muted.
I'm still a rat, so I don't know what stat to use, but I'm guess it's a foul. Just assume a foul. It was a natural 7, so
Okay. We'll see where
Well,
we're
I'm rat 5e right now.
Rat's probably got a decently high stealth.
Your
They're very
DC may
technical.
different.
It's got a
you're
plus
rat.
0 to Dex. It's got a plus 0 to Dex.
You're a rat though. You're hugging against the wall.
Yeah.
The figure emerges, the smoke billowing out from them, the darkness, and it's an individual in a blue, very, very dark royal blue robe. Walks with a purpose up to the altar. As they come up to the altar, you see the individual lay out where there's tools that were already on there, lays out a whole brand new set of tools down there. It's dinner time. How is my favorite patient doing today? Oh, I think today we're going to make a great breakthrough. Takes out a stone next to him, and you see he gives a little glow to it, and it lights up this like greenish emerald with like a little yellow in the center of it as he puts it down. Day 487, third cycle. Today's experiments begin with test subject 1412. He looks to be in chipper shape today. He is non-responsive, and it looks like most of his runes did survive the cauterizing. It's a very good sign. Now, today we are going to try injecting our individual with new blood and cycling it through his body to see if that may make a difference today. We finally got the clearance, and I am uber excited about such an opportunity. Okay, I am currently taking out the Hunter. What's it called?
Elbow?
No, the cycling blood. What do they call that?
Oh. Dialysis?
Yes, thank you. Yep, the dialysis.
And, question for Killian watching this guy. He just passed over all the runes with no issues, just completely walked through and didn't get stopped, right?
You betcha.
Cool. Making sure. Yeah, just making sure for our point of order.
I will say, with a perception check for the both of you, when he walked over them, they were glowing bright, like that, like right after Killian, or when Abel went over and got shocked, they glowed bright under his feet, and as soon as he left their area, they went back to not glowing at all.
Cool.
Interesting. Can we hear him through the door, by the way?
Yes, because yes.
Yeah,
You have it
because
slightly
Flash.
cracked. Everyone is involved in this.
You just see all the eyes on the door, like looking up.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo this shit.
He takes it. He then operates in front of him a little stand as he puts on the dialysis machine and rolls it over. How you doing today? Huh? Come on, cheer up. This will be a good one. As he then takes one of the one of the syringes, needles, and pricks it into his skin. He goes, very good. And then he goes and takes another needle and he's putting it in another side. Yes, Hunter, I have no idea how dialysis works. You're completely right. You're completely right. I have no idea. I've never seen it. The closest I got into was House, all right? Never saw them actually do it.
Hell yeah.
They talked about it multiple times.
Does this guy look like House?
No.
Damn
Funny
it.
Wait,
you
what
ask.
race is he?
Would have been cool.
I'm gonna say, what does he look like?
It's tough to tell with the current cloak he's wearing. It's funny you asked that. But you see, every time the hand comes out, I have to double check my notes.
Okay.
I didn't expect this to come today, so give me a
And
second.
it's this like blue cloak he has on is over his head.
Yes.
With-
My
full-
god, it's Glup Shido.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. This
Holy
thing has been
heck.
prophesized in the books.
Is it similar to the blue cloak that Killian Harkin and stuff used to wear?
No. Nope. No, it is not.
Wait,
Listen, we might be in a room of shadows and an altar, but it's not fucking Harkin. We killed him.
It's Severn Cost.
It's his buddy Million Barkin.
No, it's the Mindbreaker returned.
Somehow Killian Harkin has returned.
What if Harkin's the endgame boss too? He comes
That'd be
back.
funny. That'd be funny. More shit to talk. Let's go.
Hey, Killian would like that. Another chance to kill his rival.
Absolutely. Getting a chance to just like look him dead in the eyes, I kill him again. That
Man, I had like cool shit that I DM'd read about. Like I want to do this shit, but I haven't gotten a chance yet because we're in fucking undisclosed. We're in the fucking back rooms.
It doesn't seem to
Yeah,
be Mirror
the back
World
rooms.
yet.
We have no idea. We're stuck in the back rooms. We don't know. The back rooms might be part of Mirror World. We don't know.
Like Reed, I'm looking forward to doing that shit, but like we gotta deal with this first.
Yep. That's
Don't
why I
worry, this
laughed. That's why I
campaign-
didn't respond to you. You're like, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, you're never even gonna get that far. You're just hilarious. The way your
Yeah.
group works, yeah, we'll get to that. Okay.
I want to
It's
get
on the
to it.
list. I agree with you. I'd like to get to it, but
This-
like, you have such grand
This-
ideas for these sessions.
This campaign is a long list of ideas we want to do, but we're too busy with the fact that we're fuck ups.
I have to check another piece of paper, man. I was not quite anticipating
Reed
this.
did not quite expect us to press the red button when he put it in front of us, and then we did, and now he has to deal with his own consequences.
See, that's the mistake though. And when you put a red button in front of the players, always expect them to push it.
There's a 50% chance. I made the number before I asked him under my arm, and I told him to pick one or two, and he picked the right number, and this is where we are.
I'm running the bathroom while you pull that up.
I just, Lucius needs to do more fucking around so he can find out. Become more seasoned.
I disagree. I feel like we fucked around and found out with the hags a lot. I feel like this
that
was
was less fucking around, and we're like, we're gonna get our shit kicked and we need help.
this was just hubris. This was like I can do it. I'm
Yeah,
fine.
no, the hags was very much like, we are going to die if we don't fucking do something here.
We're gonna die anyways. In the Xenia back rooms.
Right. It's fitting.
Send you back.
I'm glad I have so many ideas for backup.
The
for
hand-
campaign characters.
The hand is colored purple.
purple.
Purple skin.
Oh,
purple skin.
Purple.
For real?
But solid purple skin. This is
For
not.
real?
Yeah.
Does
I'll
it
check
look
my
like a different purple from the things we know of, like Markings of Madness and shit like that, or is it just like
Yep.
cool?
Completely different
Okay.
skin shade. Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
Making sure.
Can never be too sure with that shit. Because,
Yeah.
like,
You're right.
Purple.
You're fucking
although
right.
to be fair, part of like there's a little bit of me that's sad that no party member has gotten corrupted or maddened. I
Yeah,
should say.
there's still time.
Yeah.
There's still
Yeah.
time.
Your brother did, you loser.
Yeah, but Caspian isn't with us 24/7. Like I kind of wanted to see those mechanics play out, like player character wise.
Watch campaign 1.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
Listen,
And
I'm
Reed,
good.
and Reed,
It's
I'm
super
good.
cool. It's super cool though.
listen, guys. I have from my spot, my vantage point. I have the perfect shot. I should kill this man.
Yeah,
It will
but that
go
might...
one crossbow bolt. It'll go well. There will be no issues. It won't miss or slow down on the way. It'll
yeah,
go
20-minute
perfectly fine.
adventure. And then
Wait,
you-
no, what you could do, you could shoot a bunch of crossbow bolts and it's like fucking slow motion so they all hit at once.
Oh my god.
All right, so as he's installing this archaic, evil-looking blood stuff, he is articulating everything he's doing out to whatever this recording device is on the table. He's gleeful in the way he's doing it, and he's currently in the process. What are you doing? You begin to see the individual not really wake up, but in some sort of lucidity, begin to groan. He starts like grunting in pain and slowly growing. Moans.
I think Kelly's just gonna keep watching. He's not doing anything. He's
Okay.
staying hidden.
I have 4
Bodies.
health. I'm not fucking around any more than I have already.
Far, what are you doing?
I don't know. I think Fire is just going to continue to watch, not knowing what's going on. I mean, he could be trying to help. The individual was unconscious when he came in, so.
Okay, that's a good rationale. Good on you, Drew. As this is going on, and he is articulating into the stone. Looks like the area is still a bit raw from last time. So this is causing some blackness to appear, but you're a little used to that. Like, a little rot doesn't seem to kill you now, does it, buddy? And then you guys see the arm on the opposite side that's like, I guess so he's being hung up like this right now. and in a little bit of defiance, he just leans a little forward and knocks the stone out of his hand, and it claps onto the ground. You see him, picks it back up. This is delicate. I didn't know we had so much life in you today. What has caused you to be so excitable? Oh my goodness, maybe this is a good sign. The new blood, and this machine immediately explodes. He's okay. Nope. Okay. How do I want to say this? Though a brilliant idea, it would appear that trying to cycle out the madness blood, not the best of options. We will try another experiment here as he sets that aside. At this point, you can see markings of madness all over the arms and the face of the individual at this point now. They are glowing purple from whatever just occurred.
Hey, look, it's that thing that Abel was like, hey, I kind of want to cure madness.
When
this is what that looks like, apparently.
When the explosion went off, the hood was blown off the individual, revealing a tiefling face, and the individual picked up the stone, which with a metallic arm.
Yo!
Oh, shit. Very bad. Does it look similar to the one we saw in Adium, or different?
It looks exactly the same, but this
Oh,
one
no.
is bronze instead of gold, like Adium's.
Oh, no. That's something to file away for later. Yeah,
The
that's very
The
bad.
skin is completely purple. It is a purple tiefling.
Remember earlier when you're like, I'm kind of sad that this race are like got disappeared from the Great Disappearance because I wanted to meet more of them.
I didn't say all of them, just one of them. There are only two that we know of in existence.
Well, now there's three.
Now there's three, yeah.
Now there's two. Now there's two, actually.
We're back up to two. We balanced it out again. We're back up. Back to normal.
That's technically how this works. There's always, it can only be two.
It's
a
like
master and an apprentice. Yes.
Yeah, you know, if we ever bring back Ash and Azur and we talk to Adium, it's like, hey, yeah, there's another one with the arms. What?
You sabbat. Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, but he said he had to get fucking clearance, which means he's got people above him.
Maybe. We'll deal with that later.
This could be worse.
Who knows? We're listening. We're watching this shit happen.
My apologies for intruding on your work, but it would appear that one of the mirrors has been used inside the temple. Could you check to make sure this is not a malfunction? Thank you.
Ah, fuck.
Guys.
He even pulled out the voice changer. That's only for important shit.
That's scary. Who the fuck is that?
How about we just be nice? How about we be nice?
We offer up Caspian for Madden testing.
No! I will kill Lucian.
Hey, 4 people stuck in the room. Figure out what you're gonna do.
Did you hear that, by the way, what just happened? Did you hear that at all?
Yes.
What did that sound like?
It was very deep.
Oh, no, not the voice. I meant with my teeth. My Invisalign just...
No.
Just, okay.
Oh, I didn't
They
hear
just
that.
rubbed it away. That was very loud in my ears. I'm like, oh my god. But then I was curious. Like,
Was the intention behind that voice to kind of sound like when someone's on a TV show, but they prefer to stay anonymous?
No, not really.
Because that's what that reminds me of.
But good. Yeah. No.
Interesting.
Yes, but no.
So wait, that was like an intercom? We all heard that?
Yes.
Fuck.
So the individual looks over. As noted, the overseer has directed me to check on a probable another malfunction of the mirror portals. They have been acting up as of late. It would seem in the past few moments or so, one of our suppliers has left the realm of the living, so that will cause some disruptions from time to time now until we get a proper replacement. He was a good servant. Now, back to what we were doing.
Shit.
Test
Yeah,
subject.
that might be
Shit!
Come here.
Oh shit!
This time,
These are the guys above Harkin.
I'm going to try and instead taking a sample of your bone marrow. So, let's get digging. This will only hurt a lot. Make sure to shout into the recording device. As he puts it on the arm and starts plunging it through, it's just like almost like a wine. You know how the wine corks open up? Well, it's sort of like that for an arm down to your bone, and that's what's happening right now. And the individual just starts going, as that's happening. You guys doing anything?
I'm gonna say, guys, people stuck in the room.
I don't have anything I can do. I have no spells. I
have 1 spell slot and 4 health. This is very bad.
What spells do you have, Adam, for that slot?
It's first level. It is not much.
I would recommend trying something with that first level spell slot.
There's not much here. I'm telling you. I can do Cure Wounds, Heroism, there's Shield. I got Detect Magic, Identify, Expeditious Retreat, or Absorb Elements. That's it.
A perfect extraction.
Pretty
We'll see how
let's
this
just
tests.
group up on the sides of the doorway, so at least if we have to beat the shit out of him, we can surround him.
Alrighty then, let's go check this out.
All right, everybody to the sides of the room so we can surround him.
As he begins to walk over, you see the runes begin to glow. As he begins to walk over. As he looks over toward the door, he kind of gives a little... Was it always a little ajar? Probably.
What?
A jar.
A little ajar. He's commenting on the fact you guys had it open to listen in.
He goes over and you hear the footsteps going up and he's about to open the door. What is Far and Killian doing?
As he starts kind of walking away,
yep.
Far wants to try to wild shape into maybe a hummingbird or something and fly down and try to knock something off the table kind of close, or knock something nearby that, he saw the other guy kick it out of his hand, so maybe try to make it look like he's making a racket kind of to try to pull him back.
Strength check.
Yeah. 12.
I wish I had something really nice and metallic right now. I was hoping for something that would give a nice loud crack on the floor. It echoes and rings. Nah. Good try though. Stops at the door just as he's about to open the door. You guys can literally see the metallic hand as the door is being open. It's starting to enter. It enters the threshold of the room a little bit, and he turns around. Far, you are hiding behind the table at this point now. Stealth check as he turns back to look.
Um, 14.
Okay. Now, how did you do that, patient?
Ooh.
He turns around and stops at the door and walks back over. Is it pain that might activate your psychic abilities? I thought we tried that already. Or is it just pain deep within the bones as he takes it back out and stabs it back into his arm and he begins yelling again. And this time he's watching the table, trying to see if anything happens. He extracts.
I feel so bad for this poor fucker.
Yeah, this is bad.
Yeah. What date was it? 1412?
Jeez. Yeah, 1412 cycle 3.
No, this was patient 1412. Day 487.
There it is. There it
is. Yeah, 487 cycle 3.
Abel's prepping an Eldritch Blast to shoot at this dude if Far gets noticed. Just so
That's a horrible idea.
If he attacks Far, I should say. Like if a fight breaks out, he's ready. He's not going to start a fight.
No,
Going to finish one.
nothing. Maybe you used it all. It's okay. We have all evening to experiment. Turns around, starts walking his way back toward the door. Far, do you want to do anything? Same with you, Killian. You guys have the opportunity again. There are a lot of you. You're stuck in the room. You can tell me anything
Yeah,
you
there's-
want at this point, but you're.
There's
I'll-
basically nothing we can.
My main thing is crowding on each side of the door so we can surround him if he comes.
Unless
I just-
Avalon can cast like enough level and build. This dude probably can see invisibility. What am I saying? But I don't think she has a spell slot or invisibility anyway. So
You nervous on her? Good.
As he
Hunter,
starts to feel-
Do you guys know who this is?
I don't know.
I have a theory.
You are such a bad liar.
Theory.
Yeah.
You're such a bad liar.
The problem with Killian is he's just sitting above the door on like the roof bar, so I don't know what to do from this position.
I honestly don't know for sure who it is, but I have a theory.
Killian has this scalpel that he's
Wrong character.
he nabbed. No, this is something I nabbed in the first session. Yeah, in the first fucking session. He kind of just wants to have it prepped to like see if he can drop it from up here and almost distract him, like, oh shit, I dropped one of my tools if he comes by the thing. Just to like
that's
buy time if needed.
Okay.
I don't have much from just sitting above the door, Adam. With my current stuff, I don't have a lot to do up here.
Adam, this is what happens when you drag us in here when we have no resources, dude.
It was never gonna be this stressful tonight. Like, I'm sorry that my brain makes this so stressful. And I'm also not at all Adam chose this. But those are the two sides of where I'm at tonight. And
it was like, I have 4 HP and only first level spell slots.
I want you to know I
It would be
spent
one thing
a fair
if we
amount of
came
time prepping for this session, and it just all got thrown out.
I'm
out
sorry.
Of my
I'm so
minor
sorry.
bit of ADHD boredom myself. I don't have it, but you brought it up. I'm just like, but what if we did something fun immediately? And then here we are. Very. Yeah, I feel like everyone's gonna learn that when Reed puts the button, you gotta know, don't push the button. How many traumas does it take before like, I'm never touching that button again?
Yeah, I'm not touching a button.
I think Adam would know! Because I pushed the button the most! But still,
Far from
here
nothing,
we
by the
are!
way. You've come all this way and still you've learned nothing. Every
Holy shit,
heart
Adium's here?
returns to darkness.
Fucking hell.
Sorry. Anyway.
Would Far know kind of, I think in terms of the game, would he be able to like untransform, cast a spell, and transform back into something before the guy turns around and sees him? Like,
it's one action,
it's
6 seconds. It's one action is the deal, basically. So you could cast something, they'll have a chance to react, and then you'll be able to take your turn to change form.
Okay, so if he reacts then and he turns around and sees it, I think I'm gonna try to go for confusion.
Okay, but
So-
also on the wall, the individual is just held up by a standard rope. There's a pike and a standard rope. That's also, it's not chains, it's not something magical. This is like a very clear case of like, you know what circuses did to abuse the elephants when they're babies, they put them in chains, but by the time they're adults, they're conditioned that they can't break free, and then they put them on ropes that they could easily rip through, but they can't. Or
So
but they
then
don't.
Far is going to. He's got to unwild shape and cut the rope.
Okay. You cut the rope. The individual falls. This tiefling continues toward the door. The individual goes to the ground, barely responsive. It looks like they are on
Death's door.
No way.
The individual is coming up toward the doorway. Hand is on the door, about to open the door to go into the mirror area. What is everybody doing?
Alien will drop the scalpel, see if he can distract
You
him.
want to drop the scalpel back behind. You know at this point he'll then turn around and clearly see Far and the individual that has just fallen.
Fuck.
It's bad.
Because there's no way I can drop it to like beside him to where it almost like, oh fuck, it fell out of my bag, or like I had a tool on me that I didn't even think about.
No, he's
If
up on the
it's-
door
if
at this
it's-
point.
yeah,
Yeah, no,
okay.
not at this point.
Because I
You
thought I
set
was
up
above the
previously.
door with where we were. Because
You're okay. You made a better
because I
point.
never
You shot
moved,
straight
'cause
up.
I-
You're right.
straight up and went up.
Yeah. All right. You drop it. Go ahead and give a deception check.
Can I make it performance?
No.
Damn it. I thought I'd try. Deception, you say?
Good for you. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Deception is going to be
Why are
a
you
16.
rolling dice?
Just
You
to roll
nervously,
dice.
yeah, you're just nervously
Yeah.
rolling dice. I love it.
Yeah.
16, you said?
16.
Okay. Ting, ting. Ting, ting, ting. Now, I find it extremely interesting
Oh,
that
fuck.
twice now when I've tried to open this door, something of note has gone off in my normally silent solitude of nighttime experiments.
Good.
Leans down and picks up the scalpel. Far, what are you doing as he picks up the scalpel?
We gotta go.
Guys,
Is
yeah, this is
the-
bad.
Is the individual like conscious at this point?
No,
Like-
it looks like they need some help. It looks like they need some kind of help to regain their consciousness. They're not doing death saves or any of that shit. It just looks like they are at like 0.000000001 HP right now.
Yeah, I think this will work. Farah's gonna reach out,
Mm-hmm.
touch them, and
Yes.
cast polymorph
Okay. And that
because
will...
it'll give them a whole new set of hit points, and then when the hit points go down, then they go back to where they were before.
The individual is immune to the polymorph spell. But as you cast it in a way that is the most powerful spell you've ever cast in your life.
Interesting.
But it still doesn't work.
Yeah, I wonder where we are.
Only because the individual is immune. Do you want to fight right now? Because
No, I'm just
as you do that action, the individual stops
so stressed.
and looks
Oh,
up.
fun.
I
That's fun.
knew you didn't look up. Hi.
You had the cloak on, right?
Dark Souls dropping attack him right now.
Yes.
The plunge attack.
It's the silent demon fight all over again.
Stealth check.
Stress.
Fucking.
Is, some,
Give me that nat 20.
18.
is something skitter-scattering up on the ceilings? Is
I don't like this guy. I don't like this guy.
Somebody trying to escape as he then looks back toward the shadows and then back over toward the ceiling.
I don't like this.
My heart's pounding right now. I want you to know.
This is terrifying. We could all die here. This could be the last session of the campaign.
Dispel magic hits you. I would say your cloak probably would fail as a 9th level dispel magic hits.
Yeah, that's not surprising. Okay.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay. I mean, I don't know what you want me to do.
The fact that he just casually threw out a 9th level spell.
Yes, I know. Welcome to stress.
Hi there. What are you doing all the way up there?
Kind of just exploring. I didn't want to get shocked.
Ah, yes, this could be quite a shocking experience. Only shocking, though, so far.
That's a question.
Far, what are you doing as he is having fun with what he has
I
done?
don't.
Yeah, he's having fun with me before he kills me.
Yeah, Far is going to, his eyes start to glaze over, and he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on the guy next to him.
You're able to cast that at 9th level.
What?
Holy shit!
Yeah.
I don't even know what
Wait,
that
hold on,
is.
hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
It's a ninth
I
level
believe you
cure
cure wounds on me for back there.
She
Yeah,
did.
true.
She did. She did. And
And she
I
healed me for 6.
and I fucked
Yeah.
up a little bit, but that's all right.
It's whatever at this point.
She was
We're
still on the threshold or something. I don't know.
So that
She was not
90
committed. She's a
I'm
dirty
just fucking with
NPC
you.
right now, and she
Yeah,
doesn't work
listen,
very well.
we're in stress mode right now.
So yeah, go ahead and look up the 9th level version of that.
I'm pretty sure it's
Which is
98.
98 plus
5
spellcasting modifier.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Have fun.
It's a lot of D8.
Why don't you
It's
come
more
down
than 2.
here and we can have a conversation with you and I imagine your friends inside that door right there you don't want me to go through.
I don't know. The last guy with the metal arm I met was terrifying, and I kind of respectfully feel like I would not like to have a conversation.
Man with a metal arm, you say? I need a Constitution saving throw.
For me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Con?
Yep.
Oh, I don't.
27.
I want to protect. Oh, my boy. Oh, what the fuck?
You immediately feel the force of gravity shoot you all the way down to the floor, and you get smashed like a pancake.
Again.
You take like 150
I'm out.
points of damage.
I'm out. I was at 22. So
Yeah,
I'm
as
out.
soon as you
Alright.
slam and you're out.
Wait. You said 150?
Yeah. So that might be like a straight kill, right?
Yeah, I'm dead.
Well,
yeah, I'm
as
dead.
you're dying, as you're dead, as soon as you hit the ground, you see, just like the opening of a certain game, all of a sudden, no, not that easily. As he puts you up, you don't really pass over. You don't really die. We're not gonna etch it up. You don't have to update that.
You
He just
scared
grabs you.
You bastard.
There isn't any other man with such an arm like me in existence. Who did you happen to meet with such a feature? As you get close, the individual's eyes are these amber yellow golds. Just absolute excitement, playfulness inside the eyes. The horns curl in and all sorts of rough grooves around their head with no hair. The fingernails long, and each of them, you can see black normally as some of the nail polish has been chipped off it, but each of them painted green inside those nails. Bits and bobs of jewelries hang from the individual as you see. I gotta get this right.
My heart's pounding. I want you to know.
Black and green armor underneath it with
I don't like this.
symbology of a eye on it.
Oh fuck.
Okay, just an eye. Okay.
Oh fuck.
I forgot what the rest of it is right now because I didn't.
Eye and a
prep
diamond
this
with
shit,
2
so
cross
fuck
flashes.
you. And it's a no. I don't know if it's that
No.
one or if it's a different one. So that's why I'm not 100% sure it's that one. I think it's an eye with a single cross, a single line through it, not a cross, but just a line through it.
Does it seem familiar enough to where you could get a feeling like 2 groups stemming from something similar, almost?
Or a ranking
Like-
system.
The other
Yeah,
one looks like
maybe.
a derivative of this one.
Yeah. That's basically the question.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
da-da-da-da. Okay, so he asked me where I've seen a guy like that.
Yeah.
We've had a real wacky week trying to save my whole country. Let a guy out of prison who was held up by some really powerful guys. Similar metal arm. Whole lot's changed over the past few while. When was the last time you got out of here?
Oh, I don't get out of here much. You can fill me in. As he puts his arm towards the door and just slams open and just smacks the shit. 1 point of damage to everybody who was on the side behind the door.
I'm at 3 health, baby. Let's get it.
Whoever wanted to be on that side. As he takes you and goes, I would love for each of you to fill me in. As he then walks over into the room and he's like, greetings, friends of my little rat in the ceiling. As he places you down and he takes you all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Good to see all of you.
Right.
I am Beltran. It is nice to make your acquaintance. I see you stumbled upon one of our gateways. is. I will inquire more about that later, but your friend has told me about an individual with a metallic arm. I would love for you to detail every aspect of such an encounter. And his finger goes like this, and the door shuts behind. Bar!
What are you doing?
What was the
An
healing?
awful lot of...
What was the healing?
You're muted.
45.
45 points of healing. The individual doesn't seem to get as much healing as you're able to do. There seems to be some sort of forcible sickness in this individual's body. Immediately retches awake as the door closes. And you see stones come out of its mouth on top of some of this dry vomit. The individual is completely dehydrated. So the first time is the most of any liquid that might come up. And then you see stones after stones that must have been thrown into him of some sort. You notice they are absolutely arcane in nature and must have been doing some sort of infliction on the individual. As he starts to come to, the individual looks up towards you and... Is this another trick? Their eyes are bright, glowing green. They look very similar to that of what you've seen in the madness individuals, but instead of purple, these are green. The markings of
Everyone
madness
has glowing
symbologies are all... Do you want to fight? Is this what's happening right now?
I'm stressed and this is my outlet, okay?
The individual looks up to you and goes, "Who are you?"
This far, we came here by mistake, saw what that guy was doing to you, and he just locked himself in a room with my friends. Can you help?
I don't think so, but I owe it to you. Even if a momentary reprieve from this horror I've been experiencing, I will try. I will try. I am a name I have to look up in my notes.
Reed throws in a big plot thing and isn't prepped in his own notes for it. Oh shit.
Too bad.
This is bad, guys. This is probably really bad. I had inspiration. I could have pumped in inspiration to that. Fuck me.
You did. I was hoping you wouldn't.
I forgot. That would have been cool.
Nice.
So am I just down to 1 hit point?
Yes.
I would assume.
Yes.
Yeah, when you said 150, my max is 125, and I said 22. I was like, oh, wait a second. Wait a minute.
It's over when I say it's over.
I didn't say you could leave.
You gotta give me a second.
Not allowed.
Okay. Well, everyone's dead.
Aquan?
Contact.
Oh. All right.
I got it. I got it now. Okay.
I just assume you just wear your glasses sometimes.
My name is Taru, as he's then helped up. He stands and he sees all the magic inside this room, and he goes, "This stuff is very, very bad. I've had here." He goes over to the table and he tries to pick up the table, and he's like, I'm still so very weak. Can you pick this up and throw it onto all these items, and we could probably hide over here and we won't get hit.
Far, knowing his own strength, Bar kind of says like, okay, stand back, and then wild shapes into a bear and then tosses the table.
Absolutely. Now, Taru is a human. He looks human in all senses besides for the markings of madness and green eyes. You throw the table and he ushers you aside. His movements are very lethargic, but he's trying his very best. And all of a sudden, these explosions, all different types of arcane traps, not just lightning, but a multitude of different arcane traps go off. Inside the room, what are you guys saying to Beltron?
Where the fuck are we right now?
No. I asked you the questions. You don't get to ask questions right now. You're trespassing. And so I get to know everything I want to know. And then
Is it trespassing when your shit just randomly shows up when we're doing stuff?
New rule. Next time you talk, you lose the ability. Now. Second rule. If it's stuff that I don't want to hear about. There we go. Now, what about this metallic arm individual? No taker?
He's old.
Old? Okay, good. What does he look like?
Bald.
Bald, you say?
Wait, you posted a photo of him in the group chat, did you not?
I did, but the face is wrong. But yes, everything is fine.
Yeah.
I described that photo. I'm not gonna scroll up and find it. I described what he looks like.
Okay, that's fair, actually.
Yeah, I don't want to spend like 5 minutes looking for it.
I was just trying to waste time.
You see a fascination with it. Interesting as you begin to describe. You guys begin to hear some of that explosions again outside, but this individual has no interest. He's not at all caring about whatever the fuck's going on behind. Interesting. Did he have a name, this individual?
I'm gonna look to Killian to see if he thinks it's
I was gonna say this.
Killian doesn't want to give him. He does not want to give him the right name. He wants to lie about it.
Okay. Do you try to lie?
Abel was welcome to try to lie, but Killian's not going to give him the name. Killian has tried to just kill time by giving him basic information, and Lucius immediately launched into just telling him. So Killian just wants to try to keep his mouth shut and buy as much time as they can right now.
Mm-hmm.
So if Abel just looks at him,
before I lie, I would like to make a history check to see if Ashen Azurin also fits the description we've given so far. Vaguely, at least.
Yeah, make a history check. You only have a vague description of her. You've never met her.
Natural fucking 20.
Vaguely. Sure.
Vaguely? Alright.
Yeah.
Then Abel will say Ashen Azurin.
He's probably not gonna.
See, what you just gave me was a female name. I asked for what his name was.
Wasn't it? Actually, before I said anything, have we heard... We've only heard one name for him, correct?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, you don't know that one.
I hate this shit. It was a good try. Abel and Nick both didn't know Ashen Azurin was a girl, so try again next week.
You can see he's enjoying seeing you all squirm.
I hate this fucker. I already hate this fucker. Your villains are too good, Reed.
Good. Well, I could bring this into my other writing.
If you don't have something planned, I'll just tell him at this point.
I'm trying to think of something because I've actually forgotten his other name.
Adium Azurin's name?
Adium, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yep, Mansoon.
Wasn't it something like Orsharum or something? I genuinely had forgotten.
It's a lot of dumb fantasy names. It's cool. It's cool.
Orsharum? I want to say.
Are you lying or do you know?
This is me saying something that I don't remember.
Okay.
So I'm trying to say a name that I literally forgotten.
You don't seem so confident about that. No, I don't think it's an Orsharum. No, sir. No, I don't think so. He then takes up the metallic talon and goes up to Killian's face and
Adium.
As he puts it around your face. As soon as he puts it around your face, you say Adium. I thought so.
Oh, have you met him before?
Met him. Met him.
Yeah, the
Did you
heralds
see
seem
him?
to have quite a history with him already.
Oh, suddenly. He takes the claw, starts squeezing your face a little tighter. Now we remember names of heralds.
It's a bit
Great
hard to remember names when you're
wizards.
just murdered.
That's not true at all.
I don't like him. I don't like it. Stranger danger.
That's not true. So, Drew, as
Say, this is.
Drew, as all that explodes, you see there's a little dissipation, and you see the individual. There's other allies that are being imprisoned here. I need help. If you can help me get one of them out, I think we can deal with it.
Absolutely. Let's.
Okay. There is 4 cells. What number cell would you like to open?
3.
Okay.
I was
You know what?
thinking.
Oh,
That was the number.
I'm gonna roll it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I rolled a 3 anyway, so.
Okay. All right. Okay. Give me a second.
Oh no.
And when the explosions and stuff went off, did we get hit with it at all?
No, you're good. He knew exactly where to stand, not to get hit. It was very awkward. It was very weird. Like it didn't even make sense. Like you were crossing one threshold but not another. Like doing some twister shit, and all of them missed you. Okay, here it is. Okay, I can dispel it. I just need you to use some sort of evocation or a magic spell, a bit of strength against the cell here. As you can see, it's like a standard cell, but there's just this shadow mist of darkness that seems to be imprisoning this whole area. Things feel a bit slower in here, but Taro seems to be negating the effect in some way.
And Far is still a bear, right? Can he fit through the doors, or does he need to unwild shape to like?
You can't actually go through these bars. It clearly feels like there's something magical preventing you, but you can, like he's saying as he's trying to get this, it looks like a standard lock, basically. You can try to just, as a bear, claw it out. You can transform and try and use some magic on it. Any of those are options.
First thing he's gonna do is try to use the boot strength as a wild shape bear.
Okay, so go ahead and make a strength check.
Bear.
As a bear.
21.
You slam on it, and immediately the door opens up. And you see Taro go, my friend is in, my newfound friend, his friends are in need. The mirror room. Back to the other group. You look like you'd be perfect for experiments. Has anybody ever told you it looks like your body's been through quite a number of beatings? You seem resilient. Charisma saving throw.
I'm fucking awful, though. Do I get Abel's bullshit?
Yeah, does he get my +4?
He's within 10 feet, so sure.
Fuck yeah. You have inspiration.
I give you Flash of Genius +5.
You have inspiration too.
I'm giving you the +5.
So it's a +4, +5 is +9, plus my inspiration, which was a +4, so it's +13. So 29.
It was a DC 30, wasn't it?
As his talon glows, you see one of the crystals that are on the side of the talon begins to light up, and then at that very moment, as you begin to feel your very being sucked into his hand, into the stone, through one world into another, a coldness that echoes with no grace from the Raven Queen. You resist it. Oh, wait a minute, as he looks around. Oh, stupid ass. You're an adventuring party, and this is, which one of you is the paladin? Hmm? Is it the idiot in all the armor? Yes. No, I see what I did wrong here. Oh, you're all teaming up. Is the power of friendship going to save all of you today?
Either that or incredible violence.
We don't have our hero. We don't have our hero actions.
No, we don't, because it's still been the same.
I know.
Hey,
I just thought I'd check.
Do you want to experiment at what your friendship is going to be worth against my science?
Not really. I just
Fuck
out of
you.
here.
It was a rhetorical question. As he then, his
for
hands
you.
begin to glow, and as soon as his hands glow, the door kicks in and breaks in onto him, as he then gets sent backwards into Killian. So Killian then smashes up against the mirror, and the mirror cracks, and then he comes down inside this very cramped room. I need to change the music.
A question for the gentleman. Is it worth trying to take off this guy's arm?
If good fucking luck.
You get him at the stump, it's just gone. If you get him where it's still flesh,
dude. No.
bisect it. Get rid of his arm. That's the goal.
We literally one AOE spell and we're TPK.
Okay,
Like,
and we're desperate. We're in desperate land, buddy.
I got TPK. I do got a cool sword.
Mostly.
Yeah, I really want to try to cut off this guy's arm. Like, just spike the fucker. I'm really thinking it.
I
really feeling it.
What happened? We gotta figure out what happened
the
to him that just sent him flying.
By the way, Reed, I want you to know, I already hate this fucker a lot, which is very good.
Yeah.
Very excited for us to
Fuck
eventually
you
kill his
for making
ass.
such good villains.
Yeah.
You piece of fucking shit.
You know, I thought it would be a while until we got someone on the level of I'm ready to kick their ass as Harkin. But we made it within 5 sessions.
No,
so
evil
it's very
scientists
good.
are the worst. Like, they always
Guy's
are.
a little dick. I'm ready to kick his ass.
Inside, as the door opens, you then see unfurling towards you a beautiful wingspan. What you see on one side are blackened feathers. On the other side, blackened purple feathers. Covered in what looks to be dragon scale armor on all sides. The individual has their gauntlet over the face of the tiefling, and the face is pummeled into the ground. The individual looks up, and you can see one eye is purple, one eye is green. You hear, "Get out!" as shouted to your group.
Okay.
Is Far here with us now?
He's still back there
Behind
with
the guy?
Taru. Far.
Okay.
Taru, you saw an individual, what appeared to be a Valkyrie, fly forward and out.
Holy fuck.
And toward where your friends were. Your friends begin to exit, and as you guys begin to exit, the individual gets thrown out of that room, and immediately he catches himself in the air flying and begins to try and whip spells back and forth. All the spells, all the traps on the floor seem to have been disabled now that you guys are out here. And you hear, after you feel what looks like to be a sound break, as the individual, the Valkyrie, is on him immediately. And it's dawned on you as what you're seeing. This place seems to enhance magic quite a bit. And the individuals exchange a flurry of spells that end with the Valkyrie grabbing the tiefling individual and attempting to disintegrate him in her very hands. And as his body begins to start turning to necrotic ash, the individual finally teleports away and flees at the very last moment.
Ah,
I wanted to cut his arm off. I wanted to try.
No, you weren't getting that fucking thing off. There's no way.
Floating now
I could've
down
tried.
in the center are these completely symmetrical as the individual is floating down, arms out as Taru's walking towards and with your group, is this dragon-scaled Madden Valkyrie.
Is it similar dragon scale to the Crimson Rose guys or different?
Identical.
Identical. Okay.
that's interesting.
You're not gonna eat us, right?
And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
That's a good stuff to end it.
This is an
Well-
interesting turn of event.
Yeah.
You know, I can't wait for us to get back to reality, and it's like, where did you guys go? We have the 80 million people. It's like, oh, sorry, we were fighting a tiefling, and the Valkyrie was there, and there was a guy dragon scale and everything. It's crazy.
The type of Valkyrie this is interesting though.
It's crazy. We wouldn't fucking know. We know nothing about Valkyries.
Hunter, I believe I know.
You can DM me and see if you're right.
Yes, this is.
You could certainly try.
This is.
Anyway, thanks for
So
watching,
next-
everybody. We had a great time. Thanks for stopping by, and that is the end of today's session. It was a fun one, and correct, Hunter. And I can't get it in the other campaign. You guys will never get to that shit, so I'm gonna have it in this campaign.